Siapa Busafo, even before we started Kropono, Kofi Ajiman, Blackman, Victor Esedu Young, Franco Ewia, Maxwell Lentry, Owusu Boaten Kwabena, and Nipa Bebre, will Facebook all ma or more even before Kropa, me by live non the Busafo, Emamunina, Achema Munina, Akwaba. Bebre, Ewa Holm, and then 17th January 2026. Aba ni adwe ho kakra so ya adwe ho se mo amunim si de esitie no ya adwe ho enti no ya back ne de aseda kese be mamu nyina ya start Bɛkyerɛ mu ewo movement television so no ma producer from afar advice amode be nyina no ya tie ya damase ya no na guardian kakra shape bibia ma na ekọ nanim empanifo amode quotations e breye eto bi ko poni ye kasana ye refi asembia na ma remind ye na mode paper newspaper cuttings na adade na mode breye na mo just say mo share ne mama ye na to just enrich the conversation it da munyina ase once again e ba munyina akwaba yes so mo akopem say afi ne ebeko awiye but say ne the next 2 weeks dey mu dey to say e mo ode papa MPP presidential primary and then na wotwi mienu pepepe no na just say ijadam. By this time, 8:15, let's see, I started a banner tour 1 hour 15 minutes. Let's see, I say best at 7 near upon 2 p.m. Enra we are no yedi enkomo election lens movement television. So mene secretary to the election committee edi enkomo was say ene no more start apprenti register voter register and no more printing. And then no more voter register. No matter what safre presidential aspirants will be amra. Wa betaba bijahwa bijina ho. Open so ma rep emra lo bijina ho ne yenhwe. Na yem print se de be ya pre ye beba. Nyame adwa 28 so no. On be start a print ballot papers no. Ni via letter commission the via letter commission nsa na o ma hwa abatolo so. Security nsa mo die. Once again me catch them say mo amai madwe say mo bedi bone no. Munye careful. MPP na to yaba. Enipa around 213,000 and na to aba. 277 police stations. Ye besre. Adwe boli utima tenefi. And emrante no so ye besuma mo no. Munye careful kakra because police for any besia. And then ye pick information from other sources security issues into no me mpese e bia me de beto abontin na issues e betwa mu na emetwa mu so nko because e bedi ho nkomo some make ye kodi bronya ye whole man that is a gold board Ghana to gold aboka some kai na ye see $214 million e ka ne ba ya gold board sami jefi se nyi wonuma no no kwase be kabi obabi dia ene ebusa Bank of Ghana for also be issue statement almost a speculation it yen try for audited accounts of the Bank of Ghana and then friend gold board after it back come that into that conclusion and they said na somewhere buy IMF for money IMF for the incommodable documents in na chair mo until my strategy information for more documents. It's yet that say you try for audited accounts. What about management accounts? Audited accounts, you audit on your management accounts. It is information in our management accounts. I said, dear, and red sheet. I'm a fast confirm say 12-14 million can yabampa. And one like me share small video be less than a minute into no. Message appetite match be se benya fu yina ya governor of the Bank of Ghana afewaji atum say e kanaba na kana ba ye no eye say transaction de be cost bi ni ade ena musika ba for ka say ampa e no kre but the opportunity cost ye we they say no and into the kanaba na ya maka but to cast a speculation now person say enye no kre enko bi na ekeka now within 2 weeks done a speculation about reality. Within 2 weeks, done a speculation about reality. Yeah, governor of the Bank of Ghana. In fact, your kind institutions what Ghana. You know you boo woman. Yeah, omo kind of credit do crap. Me Bank of Ghana. Me name institution na Bank of Ghana. Because omo do be bia figure be do about be verifiable. O verify say who say economists ensia enyina e ka so verify dey na so butimi arrive at one conclusion. And it no governor we ade wa ye die e ha me kakra ye be di ho nkomo. Na ye nyina ya deda no. Say na NDC for asafa kuntuna se LGBTQ+ queer de ben omo dia wom wade anum. Say ya mani ko suya. Ye nyina deda no. Na afedi ba ya ye be ka ho asema na kafo se enya no kure afedi se dis afedi e ba ya yes afedi o ma withdraw LGBTQ+ rubbish no afedi mo so ma withdraw apachew o ma apachew o apachew pa de minya hu ti o statement o holoma na and then what is Harry Reduce also saying? What is Harry Reduce also saying? Stand up to Adia Waye because your signature is there. Majiatum. Eti ya nchemua. Eki enkwe komusha. And in fact, more than 6 months ago, I will be draw my attention. Say we call PTA meeting. Books recommend your ma muso monkotono. LGBTQ niema. Huh? Reverend Tifojo, baby, I will be a permit you. Member of Parliament for Asare South. Member of Parliament for Asare South. Why you had na minshraw? Na one was so can I say pa? Na end this phone that they go and pounce on him and attack him. Eventually he will be vindicated. This was a moon ya ebia munya careful kakra say next time mo say Reverend T for your cars in bia before you attack him, before you pounce on him no munya thorough search. Na munhu dem be cancer because you say bia mbawie no you keep on embarrassing yourselves. And the Peter can say nakafo aba be pa be draw apachew, which is they have admitted say under the cover of darkness when we were sleeping and now omukofa LGBTQ+ dem na be only be wo musi enkwa enkohwe ya media na hwa enka asemato yi President Muhammad di 1 year e wa ban mu ye be hwe near the home como say 1 year net saying the enkofo keka elefo boaba form dollar boaba form mo refi say somewhere 20 was it 2023 was a dollar by 8 cedis o ababi da wo in fact fuel crump is here about 10 cedis per liter no at a point in time me evidence wo I think it's Star Oil na omo ye publication ko bo say omo te so about 9 point something eti na baby e dey na ya bedru ho no mu bi da and MPP eti muzufa mom ho sa for hene of course say for be 10 cedis for the next 2 years one MP inflation a be single digit for the next 30 years one MP exchange rate in say for the next 30 years one MP. But the question you busade say at what cost? How sustainable is it? And then exchange rate about for saying now inflation is what for saying. And was say and can never be price of various commodities second about from goods and services. I think a price in about from and when I mean a branch be with say dinkobo or to cars. Or so a podcast near daddy. Was car beer and say what is Sukrapa by was it that around 130,000 Ghana cedis? Was Obiapo Musa? Obiapo Musa. No, I say you can't back with your mammy. Was it somewhere May 2024? No, 230,000. People were all over him. But car ya tis about 130,000. Obia Musa, Obiabusa so or maybe. And this inflation above from dollar rate is saying we say. Nothing go for the purchasing power now. Where is the money? Scan away. Now, I dynam minimum mati be that say you want on cry ha, and the commercial crampo. Now, any papa you munya tron coffee. I dare you, a more vrem. There can't be any plausible EBR for me to understand what is happening. Say the Papua Juma, all of a sudden, now Christmas, the grandpa, before Christmas, now you rush our no beer, puko krum, so no be a car coffee. I don't yet the bronya January. All of a sudden, Okoba beer winaka and coffee. Bibi says something is happening. Now I'm getting information. Be say buses be a ban person koto and them the of emergency be and of person koto electric cars be. It was the big say pay. You catch up with the case and you never buy anything. No, I buy to alleviate salary. You know, I buy koto bus with the aba. I try to cut through prices. I don't know. Created by the government. I don't know. You know, me say the government is behind SADV because 207 nina asa akogu shop ana all of a sudden the cars nina asa obi agonjo pia tutu dabi etebedi komo enaminu Peter ankoma ababetra se woye deputy editor dispatch newspaper krayidu apanyi Audu Mahama managing editor Consolidated newspaper ebetra se kranso ana former deputy minister of tourism and creative arts Honorable Mark Okrakoma teso betina se yebekwa ahoma so ne Professor Asare-Bediako edi enkomo on his assessment of President Mohammed's 1 year in government. Professor Bodi or Kobebi intino yenibedi enkomo ewo for Peter.
Yes.
Afishapa.
I think about 2 minutes.
Na fi ko be say mi say dem wo.
Hey, ukose Kumase na udi bronya no. Mete wonka.
What to be
a but in Shia.
Yeah.
Base cry, Oba watch it.
Me ba base a chain.
Your bonfire.
Me ba base a chain.
Nakopadum. I'm holding opa.
Okay.
Na Yama Tiff 1 year for phone na official.
I think committee now what deal or let's kaba. Now though that's will be antem kama.
I want them all cry here.
Yes. My mencha kwam yedu Evans Duchumesi Gordon Aquafo and Victor Esidu Young Maxwell Ejikum Kofi Kotoko nipa bebre mo amaba Facebook ni nyina no Ibn Said wo so yachiawo Foster Amenyo yo so yachiawo Sakodi Puku wo so yachiawo Yele Janice we part so di meeting yana odi achemen enti no wo so me de amechiawo wo adopei Afum Joseph munyina no yedamase yacha munya mo hwe wo Facebook holmo yako Peter
enti LGBTQ sensem na wo boss kakra no ma send o naka boss no
na de
na o pacho
okay
na ntesemu o ba no o ma no ya de no nim ya reho Ghana o say about President Mahama yin so
yes
because all pa Ghana for chow na also call withdraw manual na aba sofo ntim for joko kan wasma mo ye no keka nsem bebre tia no say o twa ntro no sofo o twa ntro ne ade no o say omo betoy we are now it has been established say ntro the year 1 no na MPP year the year 2 no and this na be year how na Idris inside there but in any case all naka boss na your mouth position now by now you saying say before I ma approve I say you conquer print no now I don't want kind and a dangerous say why ya mouth to me say kohwe adwuma so ukwa e wo ma approve I say you conquer print bibi no say abada mpo na ye ya it one kind anhwe na e wo ma say na wo ma approve I say you conquer print hey but contract ne ade omo sinsan ya mo interest a mo ma mo pe sika agi wo mu ne de mo hwe ya ma ebi wa mo cancel
what say when you take over a place of liability on that note
yes
I have no difficulty on behalf of the organization apologizing to the public for whatever transpired reckless statement.
And tro
And was I boy?
And apart from say ultra and tro cramp on you know, we practice our thinker that day na resigning. Say wo you the 2 years onsa. Ubetina hono. Uma prove as enko print ade a yenkwala e de kwa kosua ade no. One kind.
And we irresponsible.
Yes.
So one kind yeah. Yeah, we irresponsible.
And no kind na ohun ye na ohwe hwehan a eno see another irresponsibility.
That be just what so.
Yes. And now you say it was smuggled in.
It wasn't actually smuggled in, but they decided on publishing it.
So he cannot say a liability no obey inherited into a power chow.
Liability bay. Well, you enjoy ka.
Me say enu kra na chese nka sada na so kwade na dwuma to. Na chese onnim na dwuma enye na dwuma yi. Ene ne afoma wan kan a akwa edi enya de edoso.
What is his use?
Yes.
What is your use as director of NACA? We are professor.
Yes.
And you also overtoy.
Oh.
At one day. Meanwhile, so that we can say it has been only say
entro. A year 1 na MPP die, year 2 NDC. Into no one kind the minister so one kind. No so assign or tie say or omukonko printing.
Omubwa. You see, ebia I was say can no cray Emma will be at say NDC for or more political antecedents, but maybe be actually say or support to gayism and lesbianism.
Yes,
that is their say political philosophy. Or more ideology no, or support to gayism and lesbianism. NDC for no center left for Salomon.
Yes,
all over the world, but BBT na MPP time no na omaba be yagu yeso. But now MPP for should be able to stand on our toes and tell them say tradition no support to gays.
Yes,
and lesbianism. No, that is the political tradition.
But even MPP time say no muso share MPP no. Emra na omo pass here omo come president of President Kufuor say there be yes anhwe ni bio no there are issues no. The Catholic bishops are not omo the promoters of the bill. Me ama sorry. The bishops no. They have issues with portions of the bill. In fact, omo ba out krampo beka say the anti-gay bill no or say the imprisoning practitioners will not solve the problem. Catholic bishops.
Okay.
And they raise pertinent issues. Say no, this is not the way to go. They support the bill. Say yam passing mra. Nenya clarity as to say bema de bema oba ya oba. Now so say the mra na omo edia ayi akoye in the parliament they abano. There are problems. So let me quote to kakra from omo statement no omo issue at the time. Or say you see if you run up same-sex people and you know our prisons, they are going to end up in the same room. And what is going to prevent them from going through these activities in the prison? And you are not going to put them there forever because they are going to be there for 3 or 6 months.
Yes. And
then they practice this and come out as more experts in it than they were sent in before.
Okay.
So, issue ni say there were an aspect of Emrana Neche say ye choose will be yes I never go to prison. I said no, sa part nyin free. And the president can say oh, mumien pe kwan bi so ni hwe na certain portions say
president be the can has him.
I'm saying that NPP as a whole. Some members of the party had issues say oh, there are some portions or bill ni ma yen hwe ni address. In fact, obi kwa the court. And a court no
which is kind of money no.
Yes, a court delay. Meanwhile, that same bill no before I the pass no leading members of NDC had issues with the bill.
Yes.
Kasai not them openly. In fact, how do best friend Minister Hussein or say passing anti-gay bill will introduce more problems for us than good.
Okay.
These are available. Google no fee say ukoko pass it bill no after the net here now. And the how be brew mine.
Now the question is,
so my point is that it was not as if say NPP now they were unwilling. Some benya emrabi say yen regulate the LGBTQ whatever plus a year problem a buyer.
With the way you see technical word, the power they were not unwilling. I say a yak commercial corner baby. But there should be a way out for me to also assess my issue.
What is the point?
I wasn't enthused with the approach of President Kufuor in this whole thing. At that time, that has been my position. A brown modesta say a private members bill.
Yes.
A both MPP in NDC for and a debay.
Yes. Now, Reverend Team for your account.
Now, I Reverend Team for your.
But you see, okay, what do we?
A bar, private members bill a bar. A yet a buy no. Private members bill a bar, a private members bill, but. About this president Sasha Asia, Abemra, Mewa.
Yes.
Anyhow you look at it, government there. Even though technically speaking, a private members bill, but under whose regime, and a private members bill no came into being, and what prevented then regime? They say, the Cali Bishop Conference for Airken, which I agree with them to a certain extent.
Yes.
What prevented then government to say the whole bill more than more famra? Now you go through when you will free, when you find him, when you say this, because anybody who agree with the position of Cali Bishop Conference. Why did it find expression in the final,
Tobo?
Yes,
there were aspects of it not unconstitutional. The cost aspects.
Yes.
What do I say?
Yes.
Enti usha in the first interview with Joy Nukrano obo so kakra
private members bill no and they say so be the emra ye parliamentar and they say or aban no ebo kakra 10 pesos sana private members bill no krata yi emra na kire
but usha emra na parliament pass here na there were aspects about restoration. So say Sekoba say edu baby no say nipa na yekoche say obi o ye bibi sa aban ne say oman sika e wo sai nipa no ho embo no ka so de be ko hospital say bia wanya crisis bia afen so bia obetena de obedi ni adina that cost no na etia the constitution of the republic.
Yes.
So the lawyers no were reluctant. Is there not a way I bit my fa sa portion no na tia Ghana mra no na fa nto nche ya na nto tie unit of sanity o say me kwa mko tu no on joy there no say why should we use state resources preying on people's private affairs when it is already an offense?
Okay,
if you come out openly to confess you are LGBTQ+, we will not mind you, but if you engage in it to the knowledge of the law, enforcement agencies are responsible and so they will come after you. So it is of this problem. Main one of the problem is say a date na say say o man sika say ye dey call ye and I say ye dey call bo LGBT ko bi akodin samone was hard kwine so no because me imagine say it's because na o knowledge say emra no etia
bra. Yes,
and say Penya Kufuor do cast e bia ne posture no e kire say bia a delayance near there and yes say bia bibia it was in ayi keke in a vacuum. It was because one na tia Ghana mra
time ben na President Kufuor can say tia Ghana mra.
No, even the you see constitution a court in the end mentioned that
parliament.
Yes,
the position of their government was terrible. It was as if we said they were not interested. You know, say you call
no, but you see na me say
what I said. My example back. I remember say not there was a private members bill be on witchcraft. Okay, bibi sa. Marriage with the yedi kuba marriage. Not there were two main two private members bill be omoye in the parliament.
Yes.
A person or parliament.
Yeah.
At the core presidency.
Yeah.
And the presidency received it.
Yes.
But presidency shame what can I say? There's a cost to the government.
Yes. Tia Ghana mra.
Yeah, tia Ghana mra.
Yes.
The bill na de a prime members bill the buy the mra. Tia sa mra.
Yes.
And no the na Kufuor as president on sign.
Yes.
But what he would do, they say, or he agrees with friend said the spirited letter of the bill, but baby goes against the law. You don't want to mean sign. What they would do is say the government will own it and submit it to Parliament as a government bill.
Yes. So, and now President Mahama so yes,
maybe as a government bill. You know that was the position of the presidency, which I agree with him.
You know what you saying? The presidency and I said, I buy no only no family
because the same thing we move. Other than the buy 1 year, baby, I see. They say, I said, "Boy, my buy and kind of crew." What can I say? Omo club, you know, omo submit that bill, no.
Yeah.
At the court Jubilee House.
Yes.
There was a statement from then government.
Yes.
Say, at the while they were away war, Pediase, BB, Dembe na, the bill, no,
yeah.
What do you mean by that statement? Say, if the government said, the president, executive secretary, and chief of staff near that day, will produce here, does it mean Jubilee House Yatum? How can you say while they were away? That you know, quite a say before. And you know, anyhow you look at it, I'm telling you, say, the way we handled that particular bill, nyadi. Now,
party benefiting from.
Said you see, 100 million, and then, yet, done for continuity, and that not be.
Yes, na me say. You see, lawyers no, o madwen a omo wo san enyuma ya ye keka ho asem ya. Hwe, you know say na o NDC ni o. O san TV3 kasa, o de ma me chiri bi o kan. O say within the cultural context, me quote no. Many things happen. Let me say that homosexuality within our homes, it happens, but it happens underground because the cultural setup does not accept or tolerate that. As a Muslim, I cannot accept it. But till at times, some cultural practice will give way. Once upon a time, people could not smoke weed in the whole world over. But today, we have found a way to make weed medicinal. Till in Ghana, apoteshi used to be banned substance. Hey, and then minimum. Hey. I know, yes, at a point that be rolling time. That and who that petition? So care more. There's smuggling. Hey, yeah, I'm continuing on, but initially, as time went on, the people accepted it. As new knowledge begins to emerge, people will begin to understand LGBTQ+.
Okay.
So we can people in the cancer asemoya.
Ya na kufa the kwakanya.
Interview because say the time. Na you maybe one growing up in UK. But when you say baby no, people will begin to understand.
At the time workers are now there wasn't a huge
overhead. What's the difference between Anua and of things?
And someone hang Kufuado.
You see. So and now party are benefiting from that politics, using homosexuality to do politics. No. But the mama crowd promises Oba abine be only at their copper. No, yes, we nipa no one power. Sam Jordan. Oh, Sam Jordan Po. What awful speaker Bagbin? So I did. Sabrano. Hey, what's over his dead body? Hey, no, they be kura yankuno. Okasana no hope. No shaking. Ya would need the venom. No, the kasa etia abine ne san jumanyu. And ne say Reverend Tim for your master and Parliament, ye free omo activities.
Yes, so my am I and talk.
Yes. And speak about being on kasa waidi. See no evil, hear no evil. And idea, sa jumadieno, and yet speak about being time view because not buying what power.
Okay, so Peter, then I'm making
yes.
My church here was seeing
Superman so everything home yeah,
because it's here. 4th December,
yes,
2023.
Yes.
President Kufuor on why he cannot sign witchcraft either bills due to constitutional issues.
Yeah.
What I say, due to constitutional issues. I expected him to have done the same thing relative to this bill. She was saying has explained to Parliament that even though the contents of the Criminal Offences Amendment Bill 2022 Witchcraft Bill and the Armed Forces Amendment Bill 2023 have his support, he cannot assent to them because of constitutional issues.
I'm sure the cost now.
Yes, the president has explained that the way and manner the two bills were prepared flouts Article 108 of the 1992 Constitution, and he therefore cannot assent to them due to the constitutional issues. Quote, after thorough consideration in the light of constitutional issues, I am unable to assent to these bills, President Akufo-Addo stated in a letter he sent to Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament read the letter in the House on Monday morning, and also after that, Speaker also took a swipe at the Akufo-Addo. Say one sign. Was I raised specific constitutional concerns regarding the bills related to sanity. And so what I'm saying is, say, two bills by a president can say, and never be home manner. It goes against the constitution and it won't mean inside. Sana ka basic we wi, but they handle no. And na me two kind me wo peduase it mean to me mo san fa nkonya that no ne dia amoaye.
No, but so in principle I agree say bia maybe the optics and how I'm handling and queen. But one thing we must also give it to President Akufo-Addo, he's been consistent. Okay. So when it comes to the cost, he cannot sign some of these private. And but he
didn't make that statement when he was watching the bed.
I agree. To some extent, maybe the pusher, the best. But in the end, he was consistent. Say an aspect of Emrana nature, we need to look at it well. Even the promoters, some of the people had issues with some aspect of them, for example, the imprisonment.
Yes.
And to here, but Saturday two emotive matter say people were not ready to listen to the.
Hey,
okay, now I'm saying the last guy. What the case Nico court? They move because we again.
I'm kind.
Now,
they don't know which is guy. How can you call this guy again? Just I don't know next time issues about dealing with it. No, you must be extra careful.
Yeah, but people must be consistent. Say those who were on President Akufo-Addo and the push and human being a chain a formal and
in fact, me I don't know share Bishop Titi Ofe. Me share the number, me whom me phone so. But I'm a friend.
The only person who's why consistent Moses. Moses
for money dear. Some
he's the only person who's no dear.
Or catch me.
Sanuma will
say
why consistent.
Say old man and sign there now. Ghana for better bet here.
Yes.
And Pastor Basso. Now Bishop Titi Ofe so be kind of bonting say at the country ma mu year campaign to the Akufo-Addo for his refusal. So be sign sa DB. And then 1 year and I been one shed the echo so. But some
call parliament in Po.
That be
Bɛkyerɛ parliament.
I'm just say a year.
Obi ayedin.
Obi in Kasa. But I'm not mad 31st between.
Yeah, oh yes.
We shall revisit all of these issues.
Yes.
All right, for aha Bɛkyerɛ mu and I'm sharing on about 8:47. If I'm going to Asare-Bediako program no about live from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. In fact 8 to 10. But pressure bad ya na general manager oja wa meta kakra aka ho gbo eti de ko 11 tin ye hwese de esiti akra audu betra se ameye de ko Peter so afa yanko den na MPP board ada ko MPP
yanko MPP
yanko straight away yanko
bodo no kura awo hopa ni se bebi MPP jina no party ni nyina yi
sawo
dabi obi bia obeka nokore no so nyankopon na nani da fom wadi amanyo sem echi kakra bia beka kyo se MPP nyina yi na me ade ba ko a me bo the current executives and the MPP abaso ne se omo ye omadwen se ombeto the presidential primaries no entem aye papa na aboa party no the ma party no so you see no kwena say party bia lusu tumia power ofa nyuma bia etoto MPP mu obekaya the first time party there was a change at least the Fourth Republic was 2000
yes
and this lusu power no party no mu echeche okay the Vincent Atise I'm saying no yeah press secretary or the statement be about say NDC any political party
was NDC was a electoral winning machine
election winning machine ampa utino so
I remember
yeah that statement no run his boof with papa and any party ni gidi 204 NDC sa ko di ncho in elections okay
make
ata ochati what is boof is adana tamusa ko di atum me say nyoma mu dey Professor Mills no
let's onye nipa obi professor papa bi
e ka se ko be pa na so mu kra Rollins abufuo omo mu ben no ka kire wa na nye pade papa 2008 MPP nso ko lusu to me obe kaya nyoma ye dey President Kufuor okromo ene semte se yom say oh President Kufuor ye legend na wa bam hey history
na we sasa na obe king me kai said the enkofo esopa
Don Kufuor 2009
to the
January to September.
Yes.
Curtains no.
Okay, so said the for it's so pan for openly
yes.
Eti few years later na enipa bi so pointing fingers at na Akufo Addo.
Yeah.
Na Akufo say hey my bonne.
Oh David.
Eti am ka say mon tomobo.
Yes, give time.
Last me catch up and we say me I've always been a supporter of the Akufo Addo.
Yes.
Me na Akufo Addo ka hunta me interest our politics.
Yes.
But I know said the man and nipa bi look that time closely associated with the Akufo Addo. The way they took President Akufo Addo to the clinic.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Now kakra bi come one. Na you no bu afu because me ka say mo to bo. Because you bia to no bo nya hwe. Time betwem.
Ampa. I think some 8 or even 10 years to come. Nima ebe kafa President Akufo Addo no. O kai say
obi bolo so bombo da. Of course.
Enti President Akufo, but of course, let's also be fair to history. President Akufo 2008 also made some mistakes na unthinkable.
To say fuel. And na
oma omu jeli omu na
me da me hu bi
the second one omra me to aba
me hu bi taxi drivers for bi ya chomo 37 me ya na
sa ko yi omu
e do mako gu ona mu hu be ade ni free buy
the most shocking of it all say obia 2008 somewhere June July ye be call elections na President Kufuor say o award amanfo a o ma boa Ghana na
Akufo Addo say me mani bi
the main opponent Professor Mills
no amani bi
no man award
now Akufo Addo
na President Mills so you see and the sad aspect President Kufuor awarded himself it was unthinkable then Semafo cap yes, I agree. He's one of the best presidents we've ever had in history.
Especially his conduct.
In fact, even the Fourth Republic, for me, if you say he's the best.
Yes.
Maybe a China, you catalog President Kufuor the area and you compare. What do I say? But he made monumental mistakes in election year.
Of course.
Costly party, no.
Na ya award nipa. State-sponsored award ceremony.
Yes.
The highest person you will be awarded to Adnatunukum, the president.
Yes.
It's one who had the Tunukum.
Chief Justice.
The Chief Justice, one lower than the president.
No, what to be that say? Oh, God, also, Bɛkyerɛ why are there power what boy Juma into a hospital, but you change for Tunukum, the mama.
Never be a but a bathroom. Yes, in this country. But now, may get a person for us or shock us here, they will come here.
Yes,
or best strike
are beginning to realize some mistakes. To make a DDP openly, so Nigeria and electoral command or say or regret it. And I'm sure say even now, reshuffle and me or be regret it.
He has to.
Oh, I'm sure.
Especially whereby would share the comments of some people.
Yes. Or Geomudi. Now I'm out for can and then I'm sure say President Akufo Addo will regret it. Oh, and
but then you not say how fallible we are as humans.
Yes. So I'm saying say time heals. Enti baby MPP jano enye but me no believe be pass enche party be san fan into my papa frɛ especially when the present election I course so far me Joe Wise imagine the papa committee you know now the secretary kasa who no money or putting in place
yes
me for me all the 5 aspirants so far they are happy about the process
me de na ha me ane proxy no
19 yeah
you see
go on
there be the ha me ne proxy no in fact my MPP for more diaspora now master table mama mu nyina kwaba
yes
na ye damase so obuo ma pa bia mo wode maye no
yes
bebreba no ma fa no Bɛkyerɛ no moko
okay
obo nso a ni nua ba si no afa osi we nso aba wodu tachi mante ne nkasa na ya ti ye ba mu nyina akwaba enu amienu eba studio MPP US chairperson lady chair oba ya wose waba Canada for so aba na UK for ni bi so aba Ivory Coast for ni bi so aba yeah Denmark for bi so aba enti mu nyina no mu nyina akwaba na omukasa no ho obi tso ba ya si wait of that process obeba
yes
US chairperson or wait of that process obeba ba nipa ni bi so ho no a omuntimi ento ticket massa de me na me issue pa ni say enu agia ne di bronya
yes
it's a dipa ko le be di bronya one tra ha ni bro di bronya ni one tra bosome to 31st ansana wa and I won't consambra media, but what I think say etwem
luckily I'm say omo announce in term to say obo okay e be a Christmas time crowd ma na wa ba sabre no maybe party who don't they said no be anyway it would but going forward ye hwe kwakra say in case you better sabre ni bi mo say ya project beba because going forward the I will say card bear me be ato abani bi. Well, we'll get there, but yes. Whatever it is, so far the process, the 5 aspirants, the participants, they are happy about the process because to be it should be my.
Oh yes, sure.
Oh yes. Brian Champo, North Brian Champo group you almost say a press conference now.
Let's say the case. Yes. You know your case.
No, Obiafa should be my. What did Obiafa issue?
They said the matter is Director of Special Operations, Emma Orbukina Japan campaign, Abantena, who didn't party Basa. David, the one who goes on the elections. Abantena, who didn't party Basa.
Alex Tete.
So the petitioner come on, say, Yinkophobic, aquaprenty, ballot papers, Binia Diadi, a high American. Say, Nick, I was expecting Senka if we got anyway. But no, you come. Yes, I am busy, Bedroom. You come. Okay. Me say, who's a party no? The Joe Wise committee, or my formal, almost a PEC IPAC. Say IPAC, dear no. All aspirants, no, or more rep, a party, no, election committee in this one, or Mushia, as and when to discuss issues are or no, and I started no more Ekina. I'm telling you, say they are all happy. Okay. In fact, I've spoken to Kwabna PEC camp, na minute me no being but everyone not on record. Mebusa PEC secretary. Yes. Say, me said no. So far, as at NRA Casano, presidential aspirants, Ubia raise issue Bia, still now Mundimi resolve Yana, and was it Debbie? Yes. It's officially no. There's no issue. There's no issue. Okay. Because Anna, say the register now, the better banos. A core constituencies no. Akwaba. Yes. Akwaba. I'm a man for verification. I raise the issues. The Omoya is resolved. People had issues. That's right. They more no matter when you're no more. If you so much change the location, no money I didn't or my raise and it's been rectified. And I'm saying, say on record so far the process, nobody has raised issue. And I'm apologies. I mean, but really. No. I'll just leave it. At the end of the day, no. You're too abani we are nobody. You have cause to complain. Okay. So sometimes you must give in something. Sacrifice baby. So yeah. Say abanesa. Ebio. Now back to issues apart from campaigns and some other costs. Yes. Me mean to say MPP failed in government. Oh no. MPP didn't fail in government. No. Yes, there were issues. They said DDEP in some year can one semi and then banking sector cleanup exercise and then you may be a course reshuffle from some ya we nya bobo so be near there. But we can say MPP failed in government na.
na campaign no follow
in fact why we MPP ni now betimi in fact me dem people makada
on the economy issue dollar is stabilizing one thing say abai no in fact this is why we kwanya sikit honorable Kennedy Japan is on record to have said MPP enyuntum say they failed and that openly they should apologize to Ghanaians.
So Nana Akufo-Addo come and apologize. And what Nana Akufo-Addo doing?
I disagree.
We failed our debate.
Even on the economy, so we failed on the economy. Yes. I don't believe so. There were challenges. I agree. Say at the latter part of Abayano, maybe Sisia, Nanya Day, na Enkoyi.
Nana Akufo-Addo two halves. First half, let us say.
Fantastic.
Second half of the career day.
And yet, second half, the beginning.
Yes,
it wasn't bad.
But Bibinti.
Yes.
And they see in the mass and buy.
Yes. I'm saying, sir, with time, MPP will have a message, if well packaged. Now, Omu Eshisheni ya Ghanaians will buy. Why? Yanti President Mahama ya and Omu hailing as the best near the idea. Ababy Ghana for an rejecting in 2015. Me year and Rami who Ababa will be on modern USA or come US mission Ghana's mission US. Na MPP Fubi Eddie Chadane Akufo-Addo Mpoa Moshe Mahama Baye no and while pointing Kofobi and Momokwa. And what are you people saying? First of all, President Mahama or my president da. He was rejected at a point. And that time or no? Yes.
Did you hear such names?
Oh.
Did you?
No.
And the one like I just said that Bana Nana Akufo-Addo ewo hono. Na wa appointee will be am one ko US mission honibi.
Oh. Yes.
Anytime you notable, I will mention their names right away. But I could honorable in the Japan camp. Miami Kofi Ameyaw. Frederick Kofi Ameyaw.
Yeah.
Ghana mission. Yeah, New York. Head of information.
Yeah.
Kofi Ameyaw. Miami Niaba. Ekuya Asare-Bediako. Also kind information. No, also call about 7 years. So what are we saying? And because just say me dream one mentiasie but because of social media fe na back na yi bentino baby no be flyer that better but I think we na Akufo-Addo didn't appoint anybody
people omunye party
for
Kofi Ameyaw at the forefront
Kofi Ameyaw MPP ni party then
yes
yanko
nti I'm saying say at one point in time no Kofi party no Omagana for reject with time omu package omu kotena fie and you may be they've been given opportunity and a typical example that I'm saying is President Mahama. Ebio MPP is a national party.
Yes.
MPP in fact so far constitution no the national constitution now campaign be a course no it's against it.
Yes.
Now we should be very careful. Kumasi asokwa so ni me kofa ya problem ne baaye ntokwa bebre no so obi begina ho se ono efiri esirem na wo yekramoni na se otu abama obi ofiri ho a omuni no mess no nti mo ntu abama no e na kofa ntokwa ne baaye o and I'm telling you that I agree say in elections there's something we call whispering campaign. People will go behind the scenes and are doing the darkness one-on-one. Oh, wait there, but to launch an open campaign based on religion, based on tribe, I think people should be ashamed of themselves because so yes, then you are saying the meaning Udu Mahama only future MPP more because he's from the minority group. What you say? If it is allowed to stay. One share a lot of Nkramofo any MPP for no. They will feel say MPP there uoma sebi o uomu keke. Because the narrative is that some free wa any kwase allow ma obe lead party no because they don't have the numbers. Why? Now since when nasa idea ni kura buy Obama at the time Obama president of US not our numbers no. President Obama he was from the minority group. What you say? But he became president of the United States of America. And so who you are going to say Obi if you're a minority group. So such a person should not be allowed to lead a group. That means you are telling them, say, those group, you don't need them in the party.
In fact,
now are dangerous.
You see, apart from saying dangerous, wow, we push that agenda now in Yanseni. Apart from say dangerous for national cohesion, what we push that agenda now in Yanseni because some for some minority groups, when they also decide not to vote for you, you cannot win. You cannot win the election.
Yes, you cannot. Fantastic point.
Yes,
you cannot.
I don't think that
accounts yes.
Yana go for say and if two abanu we Ashanti region dey win by cancel we go cancel and am say be en cancel she senka ye nya bi so upper west I can go cancel also there
MPC MPC me ya MPP for one match in parliament senka nya the MPs from the minority group near share the account MPs no kwa MPP ko enya omunya mobokora
39 from Ashanti region.
Yes,
about 15 I say from about 16
but the 5 northern regions check the number na ne ehun kura ne say people from the minority group the northness ne people for no man to aba ama MPP me say wa akan dominated areas no to aba ma MPP me oboase East and West, in fact, Obuasi East squad the area ho. So Obuasi pa ye beto abawi na MP be wini MP no by less than 20 votes. Okay, so Obuasi East MP.
Okay.
Ono ba onyanti na e ma nya vote onya e Obuasi ana.
Okay to Obuasi. Man I would do aba.
Yes,
the transfer so kakra be saba back. Say na was MPP so they be ka be.
Yeah, but enu na hia pokrampo na mama dey say
Mati.
Ne di no buy kwa wanche.
No fa come to
no buy no atrocho ngwa no
fa come to dey what tree.
Na wasa mu na.
I don't want to say mo sha would say. Akọwe pa that you with the post ke bia.
Na mo kwe me yima fi MPP mu na wo ni abda wo chrochro.
Ni kom kwati tin.
Ye me yima fi MPP.
Aye be yimu nyina. Wanwala Audu Mahama emwache emwakwa bafisiapa na ho tese
siapa me ho ye na anopa me sorry na me ho ya me yi kaka nti che no ba tese de me wo so me ho ofie ho saa na me hu se
enti na what maba
na body na e dog
na nkopa ataya bi nom
na say ataya no ma reduce
what jai nom o coffee you dey to value to ai value to for managing editor of the custodian newspaper Wanwala Audu Mahama and Obabeka yen salminu apanyi ma so ho ye de okay entino
me shaky me body na na mu se
bibia o kama in bibia beba na ye ka LGBTQ we say the NDC for easy handle na under the cover of darkness omokofa dia hyebu a omo teachers manual any students manual ye dey omo publish ye kwa abontin ye ka ye no reverend for the ba abontin omo panso on him so oboa eventually naka for the abontin say afi dey omo jatum omo withdraw and omo apologize who can say
Mamenchia Tifoni
Amojefo
na
ba would offers o go for na where is a large
LGBT LGBTQ++ and this for say Ghana for me America Ghana for Nyachu ene ha Ghana Ade we buy and this for say and the manual no was prepared in 2024. Almost a manual no was prepared in 2024. And I'm saying, hey, shameless. And the manual was prepared in 2024 and omo demonstrations. Peter Kofwe, Catholic Church, the NDC ministers. Ghana for now to tear a by say and passing and signing LGBTQ bill. Honorable Speaker Babe Minia Penny, any NDC for Yena, including Honorable Intim for John Yena, say, Yen pass a bill way. At that time, Honorable Intim for John, Deputy Minister for Education. A dear way was document to Mona, Ghana for Obian kind document who says I didn't know a word document to me. It was prepared in 2024. Now, yeah, LGBT. And now, all of a sudden, at that time, nobody was able to read. All of a sudden, 2026. And I read this, say, at the next NBP for prepared in 2024. How shameless can we be? Then, no, the main LGBT, men who I say, and no preacher say. And this is for now who are more alliances or more political affiliations in India. So now say more they are affiliated to Democratic Party.
Yes, and they believe
Democrats. They believe in this thing.
Yes,
when now also
Trump, Republicans,
Republicans almost so. If you say MPP is also affiliated to Republicans.
Yes,
Sanyama so almost so. But you see, sometimes no amount for ye did Ghana for ye did including me. Say Adewe MP. Yen sign a bill no and this for NOBA yen support to ye because of President Akufo-Addo one reason or another legal reasons one signing and this for say some judges say Mahama will know peace so in 2 weeks and one signing document bill no ye can say yeah time as of now bill no in fact the last time almost the buyer there was total confusion. Say a bill now expire in Parliament. Oh,
yes.
Many majority leader Mahama Yarga say, oh, the bill is not President Mahama Betima signing. And Ebinu say, no, it expired with the previous government, if Parliament. Until want to me sign it, kiki, and on agree say, yen sign for bill no embra Parliament. When you say the bill not to a other people, they follow it, they know you free.
Yes, now baby man, you who say, a bra Ghana so from focus here, President Mahama, only Jubilee House. Yes, what catch on must say, and then yes. Okay, but can I mean, was say I didn't expire, it was signed in ye. Second one, so the on beside the Aden Aqua, but in the name of the government. I would do that. I buy, oh, the yes. Aye. I bind the bands why and also third one say young teaching one upon a Canadian say yes I say school curriculum you're not from me this area or say or no anka young curriculum when teaching the values of Ghanaian culture you're not from me at the abyssal say curriculum no man fancy ye o man fancy ye and I be no more dear young fancy mono and I don't me at the abyssal no one trajectory no yes miensa say abide there no say we will take ownership of the bill na government sponsored no say any ho oma atonso mu oma omirefi many apenyi say the one kan ho he many apenyi another many apenyi Mr. Speaker honorable Babi also mati say no ramiko program in another station almost say the bill has been brought back and given to the committee expectation is say committee will not go through rigorous process at the last time because all the whole country BIGD said the bill must be passed and so they will not go through that process again. They will just go through the old bill the motions no my FBI fine tune the law the reasons why imprisonment they say if we even sit there and we are talking on LGBT the manner law no feel say we are promoting it. We are promoting so that is it's okay telling free speech. So those are the things that be on fine tuning. No man almost pass and now look at the speed at which that bill will be passed and the speed at which it will be assented to by the president. In the LGBT there say they by in fact they say yeah, shout to go against we may expect to say, sir, manual no, so almost withdraw. But there's another danger. Me say me ma minister and middle moko international school. Samo dear no. No, me a Ghana school. Ghana, international Morning Star no morning. Let's have make it ready.
But that's where the problem is. Also, more curriculum is different from ours.
Yes.
So parents no mumma eko hono are they looking at the curriculum na edi teach you omo.
But
Omono, they have a way of influencing us.
Of course, you are right.
Because they are part of the society. Don't look at sex as bareful. You can decide, say, ya wo me say me a bema, me kita sebi o bema. Now so me ho say me kita the oba ekita. These are the things they are teaching them. So we should also look at that area. I don't know how government which is not really interested in this LGBT now, whether they will be interested.
No, they will be interested. Oh, they don't worry. But they'll be forced to be interested.
The other thing they said, they say, why up to now I have not heard those loud voices now almost shouting about LGBT in Niama before the election.
Procurement are custom.
And I make sure I said that whole thing was about regime change. Because Oma shout LGBT, including the church, the mosque. Me call for more issue statements several times. Muslim community, they issue statements several times. Up to now, maintain Oma issue statement on these matters. The church and the mosque, nothing. All of a sudden, the bill about LGBT, nobody is talking about it. Hey, Ghana, you. LGBT, they may MPP.
Obidi Aba say I will march to Jubilee House, Reverend Lawrence Tete on the Kufado's failure to sign anti-LGBT. And we also say, okay, Lawrence Tete appointed to serve on sale of state lands committee.
That's right.
I don't know.
That's right. Mame bibiteu.
Okay.
Say, who can MPP ana?
MPP.
Mahama say.
No, MPP.
Yeah, Mahama. Because remember, I mean, sure, fuel and some na me sure.
You have MPP there now.
Okay.
Near the Muhammad and Atwas.
All right. MPP call primaries on 31st.
I Akalabat was a video na ready. I can bomb mommy.
Okay.
Akalabat is a video na ready. Bomb mommy na Ivia. Now just I would do at the MPP seminar. At the Awu Mama me kama and Timisawa say I ready. Obeti me at the Akko. But what the Yankas say, are you ready or the back?
Okay. MPP, Sinema Bebre, election Ekoi. Memaka say, Dr. Wawumia, election Ekoi, he is facing two challenges from within and from without. He is facing NDC and then for the four aspirants. Because NDC, Memaka the DM before, say, this is a challenge they are facing. They are facing two opponents, one from within, one from without. NDC people, they are actively involved in this MPP primaries. They are actively involved. And DMB, I know DMB team, they know about it. They know this. Because Baumia, as many people have said, is their biggest threat in 2028. So Meka say, making sure say DMB doesn't come. So that will bring MPP will bring a new candidate to come and face our new candidate in 2028. That is the agenda. Now, we have spoken. We are Kasa Bebre send the amount for BBI Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. May I say this somewhere? Dr. Mahmoud Baumia since 2012, he shielded Nana Addo Akufo-Addo from the attacks of NDC.
Yes.
Since 2012, after the court, 8 months in court, I'll defend their party in the call Supreme Court. After that, or defended this party from 2012 up to the time MPP winning power. Time lectures. He was the face of MPP. From lectures were Central University College about the economy, about the collapse of the banks. At that time, 2014. He was the face of this party, whether you like it or not.
Of course.
Everywhere, lectures in Ibia. Satan no one free enough one. Satan no your cremoni. Satan no a Christian, no a sadna. All of a sudden. Well, yeah, 20 party no buy ya be winning power. MPP winning power no. Omo war at the sideline no. They became the beneficiaries of the party government. Omo call you appointments appointments when things became very difficult, they saw say almost attacking Dr. Bawumia say on a promise here. On a promise way, on a promise way, on a promise way. And your promises nine I don't know about power. And your promises na munya position mudi ya munya ska.
And a collective promise.
And I'm even coming there. Okay. Those promises, a lot of them, apart from more innovative ideas or not buy, most of the majority of promises came from MPP manifesto. Yes. It was only the voice championing those issues in the manifesto.
Yeah.
So we are every MPP warrior in government and opposition idea. Where is the president in this matter? Now this is the only time who says Sana vice president who here vice president has suddenly become the decision maker in MPP and in government. And yet say election way but see Peter said it about the president of this party. Say Matthew Amanfo say 1992 Professor Dubois Henonya 32%. Sorry. In general election when you are 32%. Because of that MPP rejected in 1996 primaries. And so Dr. Bawumia 41.7%. Also rejected. But they failed to say after rejecting Dubois because he did not win the first time as a first time MPP probably saw that there was no sense in abandoning your friend saying Eduboahin.
Yes.
So when Kufuor, John Ajekun Kufuor, Jack, Owini 1996, the general election he got 39%.
Yes.
Right. MPP who say probably they made a mistake
by rejecting
Eduboahin because it appeared there, it shows that the first timers were not going to win the election. So Modi Jackson by
about 2000.
About 2000.
I was 98. Interestingly, before 96, 39% of people who yes. Yes, they are not for ref. We ref is a great alliance.
Make an na NCP ka ho and
we need one region.
He won only Ashanti region.
Only Ashanti region.
And no Peter Onjini. Because I made the figures in the market. He won only Ashanti region. Peter. He won President Kufuor, then Kande Kufuor won only Ashanti region.
Yes.
Rollins winning all the 9 regions.
And I also won 2 regions.
But Ghanaians MPP 4 delegates saw that no, there was wisdom in repeating President Kufuor because he was marketed and all that. At that time, me and I support Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Because now Charlie na so on a high, on a she, on a debate my power. They say there be no more. Can you say obi kana but party delegates will say no, it was not time for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So Kufuor won overwhelmingly in Sunyani. And they didn't buy 2000 buy one winning. In fact 96 na kanu na young people for kwa na o man 39% no. NCP for Internet aka akinsenaka ko akinsenaka be and NMI 39%, but on one MPP for repeating no by 2000 no. So we need 2004 na the call 2008 and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo then party delegates say this is your time. So on nipa 17 e call 17 or call and all we need all the buy. So you have 49%.
Yes.
49%, you know. Obi say argument and say, oh, every you crowd I do buy him buy no. On your 32%. So President Kufuor improved and you 39%. So Akufo-Addo also improved and you 49%. But they forget. Say, yeah, repeat President Akufo-Addo no in 2012 no. He dropped 44%.
Yes.
He dropped to 44% from 49, and yet the party people said no. Even though he dropped from 49 to 44, no, yet the number because on the market no. Yet the no 44%. He rose up to 53%.
Yes,
and all the winning power, MNPP. Why is it that we have done it for John Ajekunkufor? We have done it for Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. Why are we saying that we cannot do it for somebody who got 41% with all the challenges about facing here in 2024? Why can't we do for him?
Enra Chimi who be former GBA president, lawyer Yabwafo na one man sa figure no. Was say so far the Dr. Bamiana and the West first time performer. Slip. Your my flyer use card or
to be frank, no, apart from I know him too. Those days are so me full-blooded supporter.
Yes.
No, Kotoko
lawyer.
I made him no.
But
politically, I never knew him in politics, so we'll forgive him.
Okay, he doesn't know.
He will forgive him. Figures na the man no, a mistake. Or
my analysis be the man.
Oh, good analysis. Me say now so contest primacy be na advice no. So he stepped down. One but he said he's come into full politics. So he's connected.
Yes. He should take his time and learn the ropes of politics.
Since 1992, we've been part of this political system.
My man called a message here. Because about me also I around. My young Western region, I say, not a whole motor city. Oh, you better come over. I can about young Western North, a Western region, the message here.
Number 3 na finalizing na. What does I say? Pejadi bi na se mu odu abete 1 2 3 just 3 pejadi na go.
Elembele Chike Simintin.
The uniqueness.
for all your support.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na problem na wobo no regions ni bia na yakeka bo kakaka na yeyi ama munyi na mahwe me no ka say wo Ashanti region na ene wo komampon ene Dr. Bawumia komampon ene other areas wo kosa mampon ne sechedum adwa sechedum ase ne sa enclave no ntino ene de ebe koso ene awudi bato yenko
ente election ye koyi nema bebre koso. Candidate B has been saying about say security now, and the candidate B planning to 50 macho men every constituency. Who multiply 50 last mean say more mathematics no 50 times 276 because headquarters can it's also a center. So let's even say 276 constituencies every constituency be 50 macho men or claiming say DMB call for Beko. It means that even security and macho men say over 13,850 over 13,000 no
13,850
exact number
13,850 hey I go for the figures
nse monhwe ni ye o obi wo ha e bia o na planning ade yi say obe cause confusion nti obe na o divert attention no nti me say me election day Peter it said the party will have to be extremely careful. Police be there, but I don't want to say it on air. MPP will have to sit down with IGP very well. The police say omoma BBC or police station bia they will be complicit. Police for omoma BBC at the police station they will be complicit. They have to ensure say there is proper security for this election. That's one thing. As I said, DMB or facing double challenge, NDC and MPP. So I know there be idea DMB call for no. I know there maybe it
will face challenge within and without.
Challenge within and without. So how no so much because election day there will be all manner of things.
Okay.
And there are many MPB, DMB, Penny, every casa. I think they know all these things.
Of course.
They are ahead. In fact, very soon
they are ahead of the game.
Yes, very soon they will show that they actually know what is going on the ground.
Okay, Peter.
Kwame, there's some many messages beyond 3 issues: prophecy and votes. Usama make say MPP lose votes across the country and not Islam Nkwa. Na me ma.
Definitely say Islam Nkwa MPs the Kenya less than 100.
Na me ma that even Obuasi.
Peter, before Bebomo, na mo kan be about a same voice in a account voice in nema.
Yeah.
There's something I just left out.
Yeah.
Say binum now say Yanfa Akanina account MPP can win with only account votes. Only if say Akasa hasn't weighed that.
Yeah. God even mentioned say
MPP can win.
I can phone going to me we need less if
some people are saying it said we don't need we should be proud say I can for party because I can for and I say any political analyst, any politician who say if you look at population census, all they the latest population census, the Asantes, who many are Tinomumi, so many are Asante for, many are Mark, Yakani, so Easting. I can for Central now population there 45%.
Yeah.
Now 45% they win election.
And now the voting age grab them the
voting age back when Bamukra now I able to any now including kids.
No, I have said
so this idea about a Tobo. And another thing, when you say about northern sector, people may just look at upper 5 regions of the North Kenya until they say population network on constitute people of northern extraction. That's miscalculated. It's a fallacy. Me kuro me fie. Omo wo Upper West. Ewo me fie. Me feel village be called Chum in Upper West regions. Lambuse constituency district. Me fie family house. Nipa omo say they are about maybe 60. But when you come to Accra, we are more than 1,000. What you say? We are more than 1,000 family network. We are more than 1,000. That is why north, you have one family. They are scattered in the southern sector, and people do not know why. This is the reason why NDC. We have to look at that area. This is the reason why NDC is getting the votes in Ashanti region.
Yeah, people from
settlers, people northern extraction. That is why that time when we say NDC nominate DCs. When you say northerners and dominated, it became a problem. Because that's where they are getting their votes. But that's what we need to tap in. But if you leave this accounting, accounts alone cannot never give MPP any vote, any election, any win in any election. So we should be careful what we say. Another thing say also the Zongo votes member, also the northern votes member one famba. We say, oh, have they even looked at the figures? And apart from that, Niamana affect southern sector no for the affect omo. Moya DDP no, abanye DDP no, not necessarily affect omo. Northern sector. Fuel prices cost through to 23%, 23 cedis per liter no, not for the affect all. Peter.
Yeah, the point
hard economic conditions. That is precisely what I'm saying. That is precisely what I'm saying. So nobody should go and stand somewhere and say, what is one for Zongo votes amba, one for Northern votes amba. Sadness. About 200. And now attach my figures. On say MPP feel 276, 138 parliamentary candidates. Christians and sadness. Peter. I say na we here. So Munjasa we Christian, we northern, we we need a competent leader who will win power for us and try and test some person, somebody with integrity.
Go on. I would do I come master but there may be chat to Ura doctor now, Brian Champion crap sheet nam say Ebobo constituencies voter esote say north vote esote I Zongo sote oko ono ani constituency the parliamentary results who say we have to prepare
yes
there is Dr. Bawumia
problem
yes Ura
wow result
in 2016 unya 74%. 2020 unya 72%. In fact, Dr. Brian Champion unya to over 27,000 votes.
Okay.
Unya the actual number between 2024 and 2020, Dr. Dr. Bawumia New Jerusalem. No, as we view Chrome. Abetifi. The Kwabianzi ho. Where unim? And the Kwasa Mukra Wakano. Dr. Brian Champion. During 2024 election, Utumuko Abene, and he Koya campaign.
One call.
Yes.
DMB crowd anchor
and say no. If say elect to be known to me, Kusati phone to Abamana, or also say electina, it's the people from Abene and those from the Himfiano. Are they going to vote for MPP? You see, we should not go there. And it's an area you can say that's what I'm saying. So no, actual numbers, not even in percentage.
Yes, or drop a crowd.
Forget about percentage increase. Voter a school for I'm for 18 years.
Voter population by you call 1.7 million.
Yes. Or no Brian Champion, doctor. No. The parliamentary results 2020 and 2024 except by 5,000 votes. Hey, it's no. Obeka say Dr. Bawumia and Dr. Bawumia a candidate in Inti, and I'm 5,000 votes no lose.
On the answer. On my answer.
You see, it's
Dr. Brett Champo.
Yes.
Upon scanning in and the vote sote.
And the vote sote.
Saying
by 5,000, because on your 27,000 something vote in 2020. 2024, on your 22,237.
And the reasons in this, someone just can be an.
You see, that should tell you MPP's votes.
How can you say it's not about money?
And to the point is that MP vote across the country so and then yes, will be a pepini and now say or your community.
Because it's not that I was expecting to say yeah the chrome.
It's not going to mean the same 27,000 votes in 2020 in Poa.
That they are no because what type of place in the course?
Oh yes, I am beginning to believe say. I'm beginning to believe say. And yeah, Dr. Baumia na candidate 2024 and your performance very worse. Look at all the candidates now here parliamentary. Say Obia increase, how many of them increase their vote? Me who this history of this country and the world say Yaria Biaba in the last 40-50 years nipa over 6 million wealth. Yaria Bako. Me who Yaria Biaba ports, airports, seaports, Nebebia closed down for almost 1 year. Me who Yaria Biaba Ghana nipa say nipa who that kind of war. Me who Arabia are cripple global economies including Ghana and in Akufo-Addo time. And yet all these you DDEP. DDEP was Ghana's history. Among
DDEP
was Ghana. DDP was Ghana. We did it under the previous administration. People were complaining, people were demonstrating in now. All these challenges, with all the economic challenges, the man got over 41%. And yet we do not see that only a person or betting now win a power among MPP. MPP delegates.
My last 2 points now wako yebra opinion.
Okay.
Madam Fubi or say prophecy. Wa shifty camp because of prophecy. But you see, prophecy no so no. Me di men two from hwehwe no. Ohwa asofo a prophesy empire.
So me say empire.
And come say, oh, no empire. There are even more prophets who have prophesied for Dr. Baumia than Ken.
Oh, I see.
Yes. But you see, me Roman and me ma me chiba mienu. Oh yeah, sorry what tema. Community Center, Prophet Prince Bedu. Oh yeah, nti.
I know the Roman Catholic.
No, baby, I know yeah, charismatic, prophetic yeah. Nti me try and change.
Okay. Oh, sister Penny.
No, me echiba mi.
Okay. Oh, auntie.
No, me ofa.
Oh,
me uncle. Oh, tema community. Nti me prophecy ni ya kakra. But one day me argument pa on prophecy a ba ebi wa embamu ni ade. No man quotation bi. Which I want to
read the mommy.
You see, or say,
we don't just watch for quotation.
What kind of metro?
Read the mommy.
What
kind of metro? 1 Corinthians 13, verse 9. Or say, for we know in part, and we prophesy in part.
Yes.
Unquote. For we know
in part,
and we prophesy in part. So there's no prophet. At one point in time, which man who be beer, it is possible say emblem.
I also have this feeling say who be now so kind of publicly God may not answer what you have seen, may not, because you take a reason of God.
No, I think they will be the
way you present it. Say who now we are Alpha and Omega.
Now will be so that prophecy. Was not through book. And was one campaign manager for the
no. Almost every day on social media.
I'm saying as of yes, they see they are genuine ones. Oh, one so alaji. Me ne me no me.
Me se me hu kakra o.
Oh, ja. Okay, kwame so what can say me amana ba mu pen.
Oh, bebre.
No.
Ma me se me hwe ba nu. Me pa so mo pa mo me fre.
Yeah, right.
E ba mo ho aba.
Mo me nti asore pre go.
Mo pa mo me fre a friend say. Honorable Collins Aduma ko mensa. Mo pa mo me fre ni sisi.
O president say o ba we ni election.
Me ka so ba be minister.
You just look. It's like many of the prophecy. You just assess the person. Say, "Well, a good talent. One day, the man."
That's the best. I'm not going to or me. When you post be.
And so no, it depends on your. And then make
and you be about me. Me I try to be a samaka, but me say mo dey try to be. Where voter register.
Prophet Gordon Asare-Bediako or a false prophet.
Wow. Where
yeah, we so different be onye mo nyamu.
O ni kuro man pa. We say we ni kuro.
So because oni mo nti no.
Onye me.
I know why he's good and he's
this border man you say ya come. I go don't where do we draw the line? Between prediction and prophecy. Where do we draw the line?
Any dreams?
Prediction. You look at the forecast. You look at things. Say, wait, mercy. But he said, "Oh yes, first prophecies they will say." Some people are working with angels.
But yes, very small analysis on voter register 2024. Na shade bi na me adequate am do weto so ne say yenya what enkrase kasa ne say na MPP akan party enti na akanfo nkwa betam every elections ne ade ade yen hwa ade bi wa yenko was say total number of valid votes voters for NIA 18 point something. Then yenko NPP stronghold regions Ahafo, Ashanti, Bono, Eastern, Western have a combined voter population of 7 point something million. Was saying in 2020 was saying rising from 6 to with an 8.97% growth rate. However, the share of the national voter register for NPP strongholds has slightly decreased from 40.2% to 39.8%. A decrease you? Okay. NDC stronghold regions, Bono East, Northeast, Northern region, Oti, Savannah, Upper East, Upper West, Volta, Western North, have grown by 13.25% from this amount to so. The share of the national register for NDC stronghold has also increased from 29.9% to 30.8%. Ashanti region grew by 9.11% from 3 million so. Despite this increase, the region share of the national voter register decreased from 17.702% to 17.553%. More Ashanti region votes. Voter region increased by 10.78% from 924,000 to 1 million something. The region share of the national register has slightly grown from 5.416% to 5.456%. Greater Accra grew by 6.7% from so. However, its share of the national register declined from 20.67% to 20.05%. Central region experienced so. Yo. Oh, me wa graphs ni na ni ade was here. But na me pese ye hwe say.
It's not only say mongo ba.
Abraham American ni ba ko be obaye. Asante one, yes.
What could be the influence or what brought this change?
The decrease.
Voter register decrease. Yes, what brought the decrease?
Okay, so there's a certain trend. MPP were by more. Yeah, now migration from Ashanti to Accra also.
Oh, I see.
Mebreno, Yabusha for the Accra.
We give them jobs.
Obe page ma wa beta no fanche no for na ti kumase no obe ankan it obeta antie no ye no so ye factor etu wo de opa beta hwe na akokosho 2004
migration
eka ho etu hwe total Asante region vote
migration.
And you know masters okay.
And I saw boy.
So what I say? It's in the medicine ya say Ashanti region votes na the percentage national I say e no 20%.
Oh, na go on. Obia better say aka say the MPP. No one na we graph go an won the me can say. Any we adwuma here o.
Last is so change. It's all talk be money.
What we are no about, we are near to us. Okay.
Maybe I no say. Omo da so same ho there. I'll find out. Be over you. It's audition.
Hey. Metasam wo. All right, was after the Bible Cracobanti in the studio. Yanko, but so it's a by minimum LGBTQ, so Becca will be the Agesa, Yabeko MPP. But in 20 minutes time, no, Yabeko Professor Bodi also. Then let him come. Maybe that's all. I owe or two coin because flyer knows. I was two coin. Yes.
LGBTQ. A very sensitive area. I think it's the first time I'm talking on LGBT publicly. Hey. This is the first time. Na me no misuro LGBTQ no ankasa no ade misuro.
Usuro ehurehura wo.
Yes. Misuro ade na ankasa ate no misuro.
Yes.
Na misuro. Misuro. Oh, tell me your grassini. I used to know Crabocasi Kota. I'm if you a propon. Tell me the matter. Minima de Cudio, Mr. Presby, oh, I'm a shuffle. I should in him, mix anything, and one. Now, me catch you busy. Sadibi or what? Edemofra Mamunti. Adibi or what? A dashing man woman. Then that thing could kill me.
Peter, you should be stamping this.
Peter should be saying this.
Peter should be saying this. In fact, God knows you also be endorsing this.
That is number. That is number in the house.
In the house.
Because you see, what man, woman can do, according to them, and may a better there, then that thing is a killer. It can kill me.
Yes.
It's a man, person, a kumukura, men. Minimum, she had said you, and the aquafas are the Ibrinum say a hormonal, Ibrinum say a scientific, Ibishi, whatever. Me bury school. Who said Mr. Back to school because signing came. I mean, letting come out to no for another baby young Cocajano. Quite a real queen. She one found one complaints. I did. And then the idea who said me could to me back and go to know. Have been good to know for alcohol and good to know for Bavia because Miss Rose had the waiting.
I will yes.
Yeah, near me near KKD. Sad way bruising Igua say affecting the public confidence.
Yes, the bad boy no.
Because young culture no and the name call a minimum scientific one many doctor. Minimum hormona many doctor. Man I make can say see a bit to me young culture ni.
Yes, so
at all. Me de Obi ahun ye me fe brutal.
Papa bi.
Ora se papa bi.
Na do mo dress ko na wo.
Oh papa.
Obi ahun me fe brutal.
Me nim say de. Me nim say ade pache tokuru.
Na me ti we. Eh, me bi akoma no de ko fa ni.
Lumba, o lumba di.
We ni mo hwe o.
On ga ade pache tokuru mu.
Ye mi an say nyina papa bi e dim no. First no one drive to take him when I say well kono hu bia was see then fair papa am ka wom
Mose angels bi kura fi soro ebe chesi bi wa
on be to mu 10 times
ebe chesi bi
ebe na ma omo ese omo
mo break be feli wa ha obarima weakness bebre wo pasa usum ni free ajo obia ebe to tim na meti wei na we say so ayi yellow fene Juliet Ibrahim fo nyame fe na mo me fe go no
me afi kra ai waka semo I hope say obe happy say wa body di because me anga sa no the right person or boy audu yeah wa boy hey audu play you
say me say
Jale me am polygamous say you so I'm entitled to 4 wives with condition though.
Same what promising.
But yam koso. Why?
Say me wo hwe. Hina bi am ko yam party nim. Honorable ayokobo twe ho nyame fe. Na ho nyame fe. Even mami and this mami we me fe pa. Ayi Hanabisu.
Oh yes.
Tum. No we me fe pa.
Na say what say no.
Na answer about opportunity for.
Ana in fact Sunday way there. My wife say ya me.
I'm say say ya o say. I like you. And who for you is there for you. Nim sa bo ha for you now so. Na fan say. Missy mempe. Anabo ayokobo cha na bisu. Dem mempe. Anabo Titus Glover. Anyami
Wangabo lebi
de me on say what person what fa homa ni mu ntie na ayase ayi preventing for job say because the man dey doso it is obi to identify obi kan ko hu bia ye na se e doso papa look we are ministry a mount obi say e bring na so ngan hu we are ministry a one of the things that dey ja hu e bring na so e be some of those things we be sure even ayi control say finance minister control say creative art food budget control creative art culinary creative art because it also document you do any to nya hu kan ni nyina ujeja hu a obi di be hye baabi ade adman wa ko kan as a leader be pie na be hu no aye
obi say penemu bi na send me wa so udi ne ka me mo but we dey for the first asa to say me mo didi
don't also take on a bonus taste
what say I can tell you, if God created something sweeter than a woman for a man, then God kept it to himself.
I don't want some money. Credit. Uhu me se me kwa so bebre onyankopon asem me jedi onyankopon asem me fa ni agore na minim se is a supreme being minim se me Kristo ni ti me je Kristo nsudi na se me di me religion nachi ana se me spiritism achi dia bebia
I know culture
me culture bebia it's a religion kwa
it's part of culture yes
bebia mi fiban mi twinye LGBTQ ntum na me babia wutie me nso me paachaw ye ni agore nko ho man I'm saying this in public say me babia obedi say agore ni bi alcohol know that your father does not endorse me nka say a group no ho
me da say yakwa pipi
yo goro ai this is the first time so I'm sorry ya me sure kwakra ofi asamba
oh okay
yo ti wo yi videos kakra na kai me ma dibi
okay
it won't tell me they me Google man that's about me and digitization Canada Japan a prominent Ghanaian politician and businessman stopped farming after experiencing significant financial losses and frustrations with local operations in Ghana. He described his foray in farming as a failure caused by litigation and poor management of his assets.
Okay.
Leading him to abandon large-scale agricultural projects. Why can Japan stop farming?
Okay.
Failed investment and litigation. 1. 2. Lack of profitability. He argued that under prevailing conditions in Ghana, it is nearly impossible to make a profit in farming, calling it a venture that can lead to poverty.
Okay.
Advice to others. Based on his experience, he publicly advised people with money in Accra not to invest in farming.
Okay.
Stating that it is not a lucrative business.
Yes.
So shift to processing and industrialization. That's his advice. Despite quitting traditional farming, Japan did not abandon agriculture entirely, shifting his focus to agro-processing rather than raw or farming.
Okay.
So
agro-processing.
So let me ask a question. Sa na NDC Kosi sugar factory without sugarcane farm. With this analysis, does it make sense to you as an entrepreneur?
Debbie.
Because you cannot have processing when you don't have the raw material. And the raw material is the farming. And you are telling us not to go into farming. So how would you do the processing?
Well, say Abia Obenya outgrowers.
What you emphasize me and come?
It is a for food now. Nobody will venture to farming. And said
you will be a fool to invest your money in farming.
Yeah, on it, Mama B.
Yeah, Mama B. Said you'll be a fool. Video no.
Said the video, mommy.
Okay. How?
Video no.
Yes. Oh, me say, and let's trigger mommy go no.
Okay.
Because the kind of can me share no life. It's me just no can say ofi come hokrano or the land in the front or hand back.
I see.
Yes, because na efuno eyeye wodi nitka mismanagement and into the land na what you can esanche ohen the community in the back free so one fa on my back. Marty, it is your prerogative to take a decision like that. But why would you advise people not to go into it?
Mark, the fact me, but for alkaline, Sabo honorable Japan, dear no, ne dear no back, no what one will be na AD and Como, El say, anyway, you message to me, I send the amount, this particular one, I remember.
Let them say anything. It is the genuine thing I'm telling you. If you make money in Accra and you tell me you are going to farm, you are a fool.
But there are other people who have been very successful.
They've chosen how many? Give me.
You tried it and
how
failed.
Many farmers?
Are there successful farmers out there?
How many? How many? What's your debt? So if you make money, look, let them say anything. It is the genuine thing I'm telling you. If you make money in Accra and you tell me you are going to farm, you are a fool.
But there are other people who have been very successful.
They've chosen how many? Give me.
You tried it and
how
failed.
Many farmers?
Are there successful farmers out there?
How many? How many? What's your definition of success? How many? I want one. There were Koranko pineapple, Safo pineapple. All of them have collapsed. All of them. They were in large scale. What happened? Farming? People have chosen to be farmers. Let them do it. But if you educate yourself, get a job, and you say, you can do processing. But going into that farming, you are praying to God. God, let me be poor, let me be poor, let me be poor. And you'll be poor. Because
Acclimate does say what to me about Ama. Mark, video no and Abama.
So this is a man as his own watcher a jungle. On watcher abe. I'll go around the crap products I'll produce. All the chunk of we between be Ghana.
Cut cake.
Yes. We between be Ghana. Abe. Unim nyama here fi abem. Unim ne ade we. Unim ne ade we. As the number one entrepreneur who wants to become a president, who wants to lead the agenda of production, factory, businesses, you know. But this interview I'm sharing is here. I can't think far. Me correlation, you know.
But what's what they are Greek na ebeye a bit develop Ghana.
Correct.
If you can't take flight, then you have to take near.
Yes, because because you see, on your consistent for me at all.
Now, a jungle no, everything. You know, plantation no, your friends saying everything, farming.
Farming. Say a palm plantation.
Also cop into processing.
Yes.
Processing and your raw materials no be processing. The raw materials and everything.
But you
so we be here for now.
But oh dear, you want to be poor.
I was I want buy here no what the opposite you
Hey.
You see delegates who are considering this man are not analyzing well.
And it was it opposite here with the year for. Meanwhile, it was I say a 4 year and the baby my Ghana.
Correct.
It was here the baby my Ghana.
Yes, you.
And I'm more beer you here in Ghana.
No crana make us say, hey, so it being a Mr. Chino one by one. 7,000 is hanging there. I allergy 7,000 almost a Monday, where you ma.
Oh, sir.
They say Monday, no, you raise 7,000 now. May quite into the I use one constantly. No, I want to farm in here, Duma. Timquaco catcher won't say, Papa now, Banner the farming there. M4. Papa now, Momusi. Papa na mumu simple on the band farming there or say
opposite here wa
here ejuma good so honorable Alanta Martin I get a chance to listen to media political occasionally but Mitio that's me Mitio ye pa because time na pa time o trade no or interview on multimedia
okay
I'm not can say Nentia, ye sugar at the factory in ye, ne say. Ye see, dino factory, no. Young consider raw material, which is the sugar cane.
And a level economists in some
Mahama be responding. Osa dokas wo Jimmy. Okay, Osa dokas wo Jimmy. When you A-level economics.
Why would he set up a factory without raw materials? Now, so not raw materials in the home.
Correct. Sir, and I indelible in my mind. As I say, Obisi, I even go to plane where they go to America. So what we want to learn how to fly, but they are London. What is that? God don't remember fast. We some major mission. I want to be a pilot. Let me say, okay.
Yeah.
It's last week of interview Papa with TV, so me share Captain Spencer. Okay.
Ghana, you know.
Ghana, yes. Well, the pensioner. Yes. Me far, but God don't share. Me na me say me a pilot. Only them is so height.
Wow.
Me know you the same.
You so height.
Me so height.
Wow.
Me to plane.
Papa.
I national foot player be there one. Dennis Beckham.
Dennis Beckham.
No, also flight.
Anytime Arsenal was going to take a flight to any international in any Champions League game, so want to me for training that much.
Mobi. And no, or Dutch.
Netherlands, yes.
I used to have the same problem. R. Kelly.
Sir.
Why? One R. Kelly, how many countries?
Chicago.
South Africa no Baba World Cup.
Yes.
Odi kan.
Yes, so bad temper.
Yes. Odi kan de nsu. You so high. Iti ebini o. Me so high is me to play. O se o be see factories. If me ye nyefa.
Or be raw materials.
Cooking recipe without food.
Nice one.
And now ya can be new delegates. Aya, mo miss questions. Mo probi, mo analyze nyamano nyanko details kaka. In some no be catch no. No share any video yi. Papa ni say farming aya nya for adwuma. It is hard for to that dam so baby no be adwuma no. Onti ade na say.
Oh, my whole video back was say one woman factory. I was a crossing mark a villages in here. Oh, we serious person. I will take a crossing serious. One will be serious person, we know, and move to Accra. So you attack what the Accra in Kumasi. Was that video?
Well, in 70s
it was so pa o si fa duro temana kra no wa furo kra se no wa ba be PBI na wo hole de obo ala lai
I think that every year bia no there's something that ever na adwene it all can we anyway if say
what can we pay
and people like that what I'm deducing is say he doesn't have a particular thing he stands for. Yes,
he moves with the wind.
It was her values are not consistent. It is based on how he feels today he speaks. It took for upper ne audio de bri o high and funny serious. It need data but yes you could find nyame bra wakeka hwa asofo di and only asofo na nam inconsistencies dozen for me. And money is very difficult for me to see him out. And me bo break o let him bo break ne say you win with Dr. Baumia on the 31st year. We still need him to work with us. It's never been what that time if Felicia make we are about quite here now so much that or can people baby say oh Monto Dr. Baumia it'll be used against him.
Yeah.
So but this man money is all not consistent. The man I'm kind. It is very difficult for me to bring the things in their wakeka and show the inconsistencies. I try say me will be a grandma will break kakra. Future inti. Me twin nya manema.
Okay, my more break it to the white.
Okay, Martin.
Me pa nkomo kakra see be hwese Professor Bodi wona wo yi dean Faculty of Accounting and Finance wo UPSC so betime kan kwa dia. Hello Prof, good morning.
Good on.
Emwa ayi ko ni amawo official pass so.
Yo, Mr. Major so me chia onaja. Me chia also no studio. Unya beto the last time.
Omwana esa I was saying mo now. Onobo ba ko kekuma ante se me ka jo so chia pa.
Oh, me chia no pa me jene so.
Correct. Na we there ena bebe wonti ne yanka ne kese quick one. Ni ye assessment of President Mahama the first year no of course and say wo ye sikani ayi sika ho say na wo to migiri se ho na ade be fa kakra on the economy and the economy is quite a dozen me be kwa ade be fa so be ko good board do so be ko inflation no say FX no so na ade be ko e for the ade be fa
go no cause we is Kenya na we is kaso
we is sikani na so sika ho aduma and I make it say you are rich in ideas. Okay, Matthias.
That's so. Kasa 1 year under review assessment. I was a baby anosisua. Na ofa kunyana nya opportunity so be lead o minor ayana abrena o say you bu chi ne kohwe ne kompo kohwe chi ne hwe ne asi na assessment we need to be fair with assessment no sorry on political front ne tensions I see are mindful for so ye nya bi o maimo nti so sorry na to me ko adwuma enyo mo den there but tension be any whole political issue be any whole for kunkun as if for na mujua also the credit kakama nti on side tensions as if for na the ACC adam minds unya bi wa hano yo bona baso but wo fi hono no wa besi ye dada sitremu isikasem economic issues ho aban no abon homoden ana omon homoden 1 year under review ubere fa comparison ya e wo so kohwe ne okasa oba obeye na obai waye ana onyeye ana waye dufa bi na ne aka also twaso ana ni so twaso ti 1 year ye beka se uchichimu a ye wo economy ya chimu be 9 ye wo monetary side your fiscal side ye sanso wo real sector development, yes, also external sector development. Into Chimusa Naina, Bank of Ghana, Shebako, Ministry of Finance, Shebako, the real sector, and also so Koso. Na, me born to for because The 1 year under review is marked with decisive economic turnaround. Decisive microeconomic turnaround. Now, we share the various indicators. Now, inflation is tamed. Says a banner fund 23% or the above do a form for December now. Yes, I could do 5.4 to 5.8. I just say you're taming inflation. Your issues kakao every day on I feel share the exchange rate in so when you are taking a nosedive, a coffin, reserves, a costro, fail for other various indicators now. No, in fact, a year pay IMF even report. Your criteria, your convergence criteria, so no, your call if Nyama IMF force your name, no, a ton up come also echo. But only because sa economy way no development be a cost to be no yes akoye say a recovery led growth expansion na development cost no a more of recovery led and reform led. Two things I want to say for each and so your recovery led and your war reform led. The recovery led na koye so be a said when ya heart attack na me ka wo figure ba so sɛ obiara akonya heart attack na sɛbi wantimi angu na wasɔre a ɔnante no ɛkyerɛ sɛ wonya recovery wafi bed no nso sɛ wonante ɛkɔ anim nti ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔkwan bi so no wobɔ ho wafi sɛbi ɔmpa so a wonante kakra a worecover kakra saa na economy no yɛakɔkɔyɛ no akɔkɔyɛ sɛ sɛbi so no na obi always serve a chingampa. Ose sana o de show no atwene kese na wasan gya mu na bank account kan to because I rebounding economy ya rebound just ya chumu ko ya chia fe na yesa ya kese ni into be sure from COVID time no o man no ho be chi no into buy na owo so no obi fi so no no gya inflation say ekobe cost the highest so far 54. Now, see, so me could do Sahono, all the fear bands, know what 23 as our bind the fire. I just say, yeah, recovering from a hope. And one the number. It is a bit to stage, the recovery led growth. And now, who say, exchange rate, inflation, a buffer. Na enyoma to turn akram na firefighting approaches near your but they share a reform led na koye say what for stabilization afi what who say on mine when your deep tax reforms afi so when your energy sector no eso to ye afi who say on mine your export diversification yenye de bia na depend on gold oil na so for nemo other products so you try say be ho ye then on man's industrial policy I best expanding manufacturing. That is where a stage on man yendu ye no man won send do sa stage na eni so satna ubo se na enyan bi de bia no pano ubo se so man ayi atona akwa da bi a recovery ya sorry fee 7 pi da so I hon sane kakaka na so my betima konanim pa dia ubeka say the transformative and inclusive growth will hinge on structural development. It is a abundance share oba okaso balance one satisfy yes I near na areas you want to saki to a pa I want to say your home best west than the womb. They be no one say no one starting say one sustain and now one improve. That's all Santia Conetia. The price of gold they perform, oil production eco form. International investors started say of my countries be among interest constantly ye sika dia kwa. Yasobeshi. And you go down 1 year decisive microeconomic turnaround. But so many bit many inclusive and transformative growth there. Then we need structural reform. Our by way ontimi nyɛ
wo kasa de mahu bibi wo say recovery led not reform led yɛn ma twat ho yɛn ma next time wo ba studio na yɛbi be kosa enkowo no but say no question ba ko abonte de say wo hwɛ exchange rate a is a dollar number say 10 point something inflation so about 5 point something but wo ko abonte so a enema bo enhyeda ema fom said they expecting even doing in any say the butcher here they say you got inflation na and say inflation for just chinchina ye tea and maso but radio to say there's some form of steady decline in inflation rate and into no second man ya anti so kwam police ke yatum and as ke jina hono but still na no ye to niema nom and FX no so aba form no ya no minim say in reality no other than intimi benefiting
could not say realities no I will say can wasem once me can say yes a team inflation a team exchange rate but nyoma na ye dey a money age no they are coming at a cost.
Okay,
it's yaka. And yes, sorry, I'm not saying you way aba. Maybe to a bar into me in Chiaka, so mine, yeah, dependency on Sanyuma di Fia Broche de Ba. Export diversification, deepen our tax reforms. Sanyuma, the structural reforms are balanced. See, I'm focused on those things. Now, the idea is are buying $2 Bank of Ghana. Obeka say, "Mami $5 and from gum abendebia." January was started. Tuan or to gum.
Oh, Pompigum still.
Tuan Pompiano. The last one they get on studio say, "Uda a IC. Nasa a oxygen is so o hinimwa. You two are some about. Into the answer Bekangum. Now, Kangum no. Udian say, Nyoma Kofafi, Mamma, no, prices no, it be a nice so cofum. A cofum na to point when you be a fan gum bima. A full boat here. Heading. Inti, me know ya drink. And Kukruma, your cousin Yomano, a buffum, it be a mafum, it be a costo, Ninana. These are realities that in a face. Nancy Opesha, Omo car home Jumane transportation as a foy. Sinukrumacy, as a crew. They are complaining of spare parts. Say, on new Numana and Numana boyding. And she Ushe Sa Numa air cost Nasa, a bino and fire in your more kikan yes or bob and answer to I know Juma. Sanya Becano. A best answer every time is on the same issue. If you feel say there will be some very good questions. Say others are complaining. And Yoma so sure yen casting Yoma to your bono yenya inflation about to 5.4 until your boss say niaji. Then a cadibian make a tune and a swatry. But no soon say and Yoma prices on. Some selected items, inflation, you far the year, you say under year into consideration. But who check headline, apart from headline of 5.4 or so 5.8, aside for correction. So who check month by month. Pressure room. That's what is happening.
What's up month by month? Who said no was wrong?
And no, no, Australia, what you see, no. But the fun headline now, we say year on year basis. I drop it. But I'm phone per time, no more checking month by month, momentum. No. Because from somewhere October, November, that was wrong. They know only do my business every. Because I remember short term momentum.
Professor, and now I'll pay Bedasi. Yamia Duma, if next week, the Beshe, and Yaba studio. Now, Yaba next week, the bar, You better MPP said na ka 1 week time ye koto abantino. I think say we be heavy on MPP internal politics in matters arising. Prof.
Oh no, I feel so even that's it.
Oh, at the prof.
I MPP so that's it. I'm saying just a press conference that crash and say about Jaja. What's your point here?
Move from one free beba.
Professor
Asare-Bediako and Amotene Kano were Faculty of Finance and Accounting UPSC Dean and NND and Komo and Neno. Now, make us a number should did BCCR 2023 elections. No, 2023 presidential primary PPD. No, me who researchers be now or more the research to be Babont. Now, Asante region, no, or more a project say. Dr. Bawumia was going to have, I think, 66 plus or minus 3. Salomo a project. And then dia mehu or my project 70 plus or minus 3.
But what was the outcome?
And the outcome was, I think, 65 for Dr. Bawumia in Ashanti region.
Peter has those figures.
Peter, what was that figures? No?
Ashanti region.
Ashanti region.
Best performance in 2023. Because
the bit marshal.
But last on 60 something.
Oh, the Yanko, it's no last lap with them person who said, Mebusa said, dear air for soon now.
Okay.
Religion in some way, dear Bem. Bed will be friend, you bed will be friend, dear Bemuno. A Benyas so war about to the Wankasana. We.
Oh, me sure. Adewe first last time okay. Oma so Bawumia 61 point. Let's say over 61%, or let's even say 61%. The last primaries. Gordon. Out of the about 100 and something thousand or 200,000 come for Hinewo. It's majority.
Dr. Bawumia.
Yes.
Oma Mudinachi, I'm supporting the Dopana. I can phone it also.
Now, Muslims are in a Dinachi.
I can phone it also.
So it is not about it's a persona. It's a person, Bawumia's personality. And then I'm Obenya advantage. And yeah, because of enough, and not because we're Kamoni. No, it's about him. And MPP, and yeah, you, MPP say, party.
Because me after 31st.
I will okay.
Video back on Jehin. A catch a producers when you back on thank you to na Abronye and a Cusino.
Okay.
And then let's all watch and see where Anamo Atachia is coming from.
Okay. It's with the Alkaline. Alkaline, what should know?
Many are Mark serious production will have.
Arrogance. And the dear Drubabia Yedri. Reading her, Moo Sammy 2 9 quite single constituency. A quackatro be said. Yantuaba candidate, Muye. Muamana Motina Damukra, the Musami Fro, beside Tuabama, particular candidate. But the Binum Dimidi called ye campaign, Riano. Omuria Yana no Macon Crime. Abronia no Najibo, Mia campaign. But no Kruye. Muamana Motina Damukra, the Musami Fro, beside Tuabama, particular candidate. But the Binum Dimidi called ye campaign, Riano. Omuria yana no makon kran abronya no na agibo mi akampe ayere ba no kura ne sa mo ba no ho campaign no mo se abronya na soma mo o mo se abronya na soma se ye meye campaign ko meboa yese mo di ho adanse ye se ma miama no amfro obia sa ankrofo no so o mo ye asa di medin ba ayere etina o mbeba mo ho but this time no o ma ye ma mebuafu na mom mo bi nkodi obi atem ukodi do obi atem wie na so wie a wo se yankoye a unity I mean say unity no ayi mo ana mo kreti Professor Makwe report o se ye kwa abato a ensema ye ka no eno na no andisi fo ye re eyusutie na mo ya propaganda no obi be yi ano dia
and social media say who didn't panatem now we are wabakasa memfa wadamfo. Media, I'm telling you the truth. Obia onye beman chobia. But party any baby to make kasa to say omo member. Omo nye member. A back contribution see any music omo to me be mo kosese. And they talk as if the whole world is for them. It's not for them. And yet a kruya. Because some of them cannot even speak the way they speak. Because bam see a kruya ufadi. If you are talking ma omo. You see, your penokura, Mumianka, I will not respect you. But may respond to anybody, unless I can go show down. Anybody Akuma Wasro, Ekasa, Yapanama party with Yankomi Ma. Minister was got me in One year for promotion to be Kasako Kugroso, Yen Pikato. Please, who bond up? Number 3 talk anyhow. Who bond up? Number 3 talk anyhow. Kukuru. Sisia, Yadu Sono. On 2023 presidential elections, no, or contested. Transport.
All right. It's a video me de ato so na mamu nyina ma hwe na as requested by my brother Mark Okumanti. Mark, ibacho me de amam.
Yo. Freddie Mamtia. Freddie Ma ayo we di metia. Freddie Mamtia, Freddie Ma so hwe.
Hey Freddie.
Freddie Ma.
Na Freddie so question I say
fufu na na de be.
I know. Say me jam kwan na.
Dan ho fa no. Eti so ti be kasa no seki no.
Clear hold that thing.
I can find but we are my from me hu abi say ese Kumasi wuntumi program bi yes also we can be fa we are my from details no. We the say ye na ye ntentema but even before I come for the details in pacho anyhow we buy ya anku ya mo bia pacho fa che I come for the details why yankwa Mark
you referred into that message I saw no phone so message na started by Michiamo Sakura ma Michiamo
beko ho
also no you very loyal to my channel yeah pen was sending
I addictive
na video share is here one say boxers na kokko na say omko she kona ho round 3 e bo bon kaka no ba na we jan chen
oh yes you have to be dark
because na mo kan Japan ko tan say only pick take
any money so any money draw any money we ya one lagatin
I don't know na bo attach ya kan aba I say ba
motherfucker
akbale ba
see e wo ho ba mo senati na mo an so say delegate no to be also party for it on okay show down almost bomb nsem na better no nton koso sa ade enyi na mbaka say bra ade we wo ga be ni nyina abobo no oh ni mi se mo Ali abo wa habat boko yemfa no boko ompino ni kuma nton yam yo
dabi
wo ko jopo ko enim
ene wanwa
onya comfortable wo ga titi wonya den papa e
mo se de die ma abonye no be bia because abonye stature enu ye yeah abonye nka so president dio abonye undi MP da on parliament da ti monye no be bia na wo for use emotional intelligence ni maturity achi abonye se usha nti no me no wore nko na hwe eyi kumano adi we nko yo ho awo dabi oh say enrich Dr. Marcus Ibeboa on radio okay say he's part of his advisory advisory council Dr. Kiki Sapon our Metro TV part of the yes it is no was say o ma yeyi on boss the o ma temu no but you know yeah that is in conflict kakra
yes in conflict
say what temu ni pakro no
you are taming a maverick
so if the moment you tame him, he's no longer a maverick. Then at the same time, once I say, let Ken be Ken. So how can he be he? When
him,
it is our wire. Let him be.
No one said I could have or a maverick or disruptor. Oh, yeah.
A disruptor, no, the M say, or so for being a use. Peter, what down for a use disruptor? A disruptor will lead MPP. I will book no more.
Because friend of political Satawali, so I'm with you. Satawali's brand is a disruptor brand.
Yes.
So if you say you're a disruptor, then you're a political Satawali.
Yes. I say a disruptor. Disruptor will lead MPP.
So this is what we are saying, or qualified to lead us as MPP and are qualified to be our president.
Abrati Befeni Yazid Adam was say, boss, please thank the former deputy minister of tourism for me, because this particular video really tells us how somebody can't be who he wants to be. Okay, Mate, you know, in the basis of video, no what the interpretation of Bama after Matthias he say, they watch it in person.
Oh, okay.
Because of Matthias has about the most down who video in the year. But has your bone.
Another touch here. So say, I didn't bar. A bar. Unim baby oh. Shebi are not you. Not about me also. Also ni no twice in the year 3. Diplomacy. Also diplomacy.
Or try to signal.
Okay.
There should be calm.
You know why I make her say yes. How I no to me manage the diplomacy. Papa you see. Na mo hiafo. Mo hiafo gra mo to me say Peter. Who is Kenny?
Hey, that be me na go. No, so jawo no to boot.
No, yes Kenny.
Potential ho. Adai.
No, yes Kenny.
Potential
Kenny.
Aye.
Alaji. Yes Kenny.
Nibi. Me skanu me.
They say it's a person check. Okasa me and give you.
Na be.
Okay, mo hiafo gra mo to me kasa.
Hey, na me mo fa che before I be call no. Papa bibi kusia no wo. MPP communication conference no me koi ne pepe bre no mo hwe programming papa bi e friend na mensa wo boase enti wo ba me nche o ka che se program wo che se wo hwe ya wontimi mpi na so ade yesre dodo enti mo yente so ana me say me tenase but a family gathering ye enti no de ba mo fa nche ye no so nyina aka ho ebi so asere no so amo so mpini o and
papa so no kasa so mo okay kwa me sanse
ana man kan ye kra anyway mati
iti me jam ho akwa next week mo be adwuma no baba Monday no they were promising say 7,000 when 7,000 workers no to the man
also I show my way home aye
iti emra no improve
aye chese wo home
iti kwasi ho iti kwasi 7,000 be fem na kwasi entwa
oh na me share the video no sisi ah because me share the video no obo fruitland zara me share obo fruitland but
kwasi kwatin
ba ye say fruitland no so no aye doctor unum doctor forest. All right, it's Mike Amotede Kano. I would say, and I'm a copy.
Oh, may briefly, make a performance of a say Prof. Bɛkyerɛ.
Oh, make us move focus on MPP, you know.
Oh,
okay, fine.
MPP, they may view.
Okay.
MPP, Mommy,
Claire from Bob Watson, and make one.
Now, so no, we need to.
It's important. What can be about elections? No,
elections, there.
About any even the past,
no, Sebi.
Let's allow him.
Let me one cry and say, Senka, we are so about National Executive Committee now. Can who be one? Because Ocho let it be a no, so let's save people. What did the National Executive nothing? I want to know
that even trust that this.
I want to know the National Executive can come.
Now, Peter, when you say MPP's constitution and there is no need to say. Anka Ombemana Fisi straightforward based on what he has said and what he has done. They don't need him to face any committee. is a subject dismissal.
Say MPP Gulong kakra. 2000. Kakra
Samoa. Una odi unhaba.
Tam nisa odi.
2000. Kakra Samoa because he has brought it. You know why I said we should ignore him because Emra make Kamaji share no another.
But what come on also can it?
Look, 2000. The reason why I said they should not have even rated say they know they are deciding. And any problem no. That letter that he issued no should have been said from Watten has been expelled from MPP. That's what the letter was expecting.
Because 2024 one to about my MPP.
One to about my MPP. Yeah, Besano also Bɛkyerɛ.
Both Metro and GBC now.
No, 2000 kakra Samoa. Oko endorsed Atamils. Honorable Damboche simply wrote a letter reminding him the constitutional provision of MPP. Say o party call against election. Not so endorse another candidate other than your party candidate. Straightforward. Expulsion. And I remind you, that was the end of Kakra Samoa membership with you. Yenina ye name Jumadia Kakra Samoa D or MPP. Those days news file. But because of that singular act, why did no call it? Why must it be different from this one? Professor Fimbom Water me, I have said me respecting you so much because as a young reporter, he appointed as CEO of Kolebu Teaching Hospital. I interviewed him for dispatch several times. In fact, one who built the roadside, or more administration block. Fimbom Water internally generated funds. I want to say, my politics no, I said they say. As for in his area of study, were excellent, but politically were a disaster. And such a person, you don't keep him. I can say MPP a fake party, and you think that he should be in this fake party?
No, I like. The point about the election that you got to know, say rigging.
Election, no.
Alaji, Mamite Peter.
2023, no, I can't. Nipa no yes second serious challenger no man can wait as a way the aba o nipa no the challenger the main contender no hwan enye Kennedy Japan ye wie election no ye nyina ya ante say o ka say ye free and fair
na wa kan be kan to the ene
kan say ye free and fair Kennedy Japan wan ka say election ye free and fair say election no Fimpom what o ko bi
there.
Why is it that Fimpom what is now 2023 one can say a rigging for Dr. Maumbaumia 2024 one can say a rigging election Emma Dr. Baumia 2025 one can say a rigging election Emma Dr. Baumia yakwa koya another election no about 2026 say a rigging man don't you MPP delegates MPP for nyana say we are contrived.
Mama one line of cacao. A lot of people are doing course. Or say Dr. Baumia doesn't have what it takes to lead the party.
Yes.
In what way?
Good. Now,
so such a person.
Our agenda. If you tell me to the extent that he doesn't even know if he's voting on 31st. He doesn't even know it. I feel also quite check it. Hey, I'm telling you.
Yeah. In the interview with Asempano. Also,
he doesn't know whether he has a ballot.
He's
entitled.
As former,
that's why a former
amendment. Former ministers or mere party members to me at Tuaba.
Yes.
Until Obi Bisan said, "Na about one obeto." He didn't know. Interfina, I bear partner.
Miss Remo. Don't let us waste our time on him. Deputy. At the quote time, because we should not waste our time on him is that 2 weeks to election. Major say now you don't know whether you qualify to vote or not
because he's not one part of it.
It means say he has left the party.
So that letter issue to say investigation. No,
me am of Abuache Jako Trabi. Ebra Alantemati. Wakasi Nyamia say Alantemati Ankasa dia Babonting. Na when we say before ni bi won so a omoja party e wo makumem. A classic example Fimpom Watten. Now the quote would die and say a bitterness. So 2007, ya will lose you. And another be a president and another appointed. And Wakana Bonte say he could have performed better than a Nekufado. Makasa as we actually will say, we're so envious of everybody in the party. He thinks say if you ask because he's a heart surgeon, well celebrated Nintendo. If you ask it's all about being a heart surgeon. Peter Yonko.
The name Bebeka Audu Amama Wajemi.
And kept you come from one of us. I'm the Miss. Oh, they do more Martin. The man who microphone may do.
Okay, anyway,
the issues of war. Minister for Bomba think. Let me say special hospital. But then no so the for party back. I think that is all and some food in the hill. I was sorry for so. Yes, airport.
We always have football watching June on the Metro TV. Kasane Bisan said, who would he vote for? 2024 as party Penmua.
Who are you regimenting?
Or say, I know who I will not vote for.
Yes,
I want a government that will serve the nation and unite this nation. Whether they will break the age or not, I don't care. This is what
they. Yes.
They. Yes.
Whether they will out of the party long time.
So it doesn't matter.
They.
Oh, yeah. Attentive.
Yes. I would say
now over in September after June there now. September no so. Osa Yusu they.
I can.
I'm
quoting him. It will be difficult for the MPP to win the 2024 elections. On the city from Nekasao, Mikotuno. It is a fact that they have overpromised and underdelivered.
They have overpromised and underdelivered.
Yes.
They won't come.
Let's one come.
If they see go down, some no can say.
Okoyache.
Now, why would you issue a letter say you are considering expelling him?
No, I agree with you. Sir. In fact, it should have been. But wouldn't say. Party.
Oh, I gave you an example.
Mane kana samai.
Party is saying
that wouldn't do Beka.
Na even from wouldn't do Beka.
Kaka Samoa.
Let ya or trial.
That wouldn't do Beka.
Let her or trial. Wa unim. Me no wait here. Party form penny for because they don't even support letter na JFK trial. Based on the constitution, JFK actual command say me action that be say me bacho. I won't go Beka say. O Beka say. Na kaka Samoa kra police yi. In fact, you carry one more at that time. Na party John Naso Branch kaka Samoa for Kobre Japan and doctor is also tell which was short on the Baba Sabasabe. No money that count. But
no very Cromwell or he.
Cromwell me very cool.
These are the people, Mr. Campaign, campaign on stage.
But you see,
any Nana Kumia, they were the people, young guys on stage. 1993.
I'll be a part of bedroom, Mr. Baby a part of bedroom. We are party. We are national executive. I pity them.
Oh yes.
Argentina. John Mahama be president. Okasa was a now. We say I was a now. And the MPP there be anything to go and say John Mahama. Say want to criminalize this speech our my Ghana. Yeah, you know demonstration. MPP for be
attacking MPP for going for the demonstration.
Yes.
That is where we find ourselves now. I feel
for Kodia. O my judgment na asiano. As for we say Obiako Kasa, acting national chairman. Oh no.
The point I make is say
one day Mama Alaji one-on-one with Alaji.
In fact, I would love it. In fact,
TM, Mr. The program for Fraba.
Yes.
2 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Election length. Monday to Friday.
Okay.
It's next week.
Find time within one of those.
And it'll be a bit about maybe a Thursday.
Okay.
1-on-1.
Thursday is no.
But I like the barrier.
Marco to
Monday.
And I like Monday. Go on a bit my car.
Okay. I got 10 minutes near. Sorry.
About say most bibia ye say most inflation above
yanko
inflation above say no from 23 to exchange rate above no fuel prices say obia call a year obia call fuel pumper say yahu reduction yes sir so no you cannot take it away from government yes sir but there's a note of caution in the penny can sometime ago. There's a note of caution. Young Bompire say gold prices no a ekosoro a enne aban we ede bibia no embo mpa say bibia esi na ebeba form. That's the anchor. If inflation ni bibia idea no only say gold na gold reserves na ya na gold na ya tono eno na ya de bibia Peter. So $10 billion over say kra almost say it's about 12 billion now. For January beka ho a and they sure you see the no yama see the no aye. That is why imported inflation, Peter, are reduced. Emma inflation introduced it. Fuel prices so fortunately for this abine, dear Papa Bona, sorry. Well, President, oh yeah.
The price of international crude oil that form.
Look, I want to give some figures, okay, so that NDC for no more kasa too much because anything can change. Mumbai say nothing will change. In 2017, only say fuel per liter 4.33. 2017, 2018 4.9 per liter. 2019 5.4 per liter. 2019 no.
Okay.
2020. In fact, surprisingly, 2020 before COVID, it dropped from 5.4 to 4.8 in 2020. In 2021, it further dropped. Early 2021, it further dropped to 4.7 cedis per liter. And now later, in 2021, it moved to, in fact, in 2022, early January in 2022, January, fuel price was 6.2 per liter. But look at what happened. Something happened. The same 2022, it jumped from 6.0 per liter to 17. Just from January to April, in April 2022, it jumped from 6.0 per liter to 17,
almost times 3
per liter in diesel. Sometimes no petrol. Sometimes no, not diesel. Do boy the chain petrol.
Yes.
Diesel went to 23 cedis in 2022.
Wow.
Look at the difference.
Diesel was almost times 4. Petrol was almost times 3.
And within how many months? From January to April 2022. That's time the idea of gold for reserve, gold for oil. After that, 2021, so go for reserve program, no about me at the buyer. Go for reserve. But the actual purchase in Libya started in 2022 for gold for reserve. And now gold for oil buyer, Emma. Prices went from 23 crude oil per liter to 14 cedis per liter. So what I'm going to say, I want to say in all this, and say, sometimes this government is batting on this glory because of Obi idea, or the buyer say, yeah, the gold will be the anchor of this economy, gold reserves, and they started gold purchase program. And the buyer through ideas of Dr. Baumia. So when somebody says ideas are better than Obi or Wasika, Obi or Wasika to develop this country, this is one case. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, now business is I know, but his ideas. And or ideas say we might bring something like Akoso Modan. Akoso Modan, how many years now or survey Ghana? So when you are going into contest, a survey, idea. All the ideas buy ideas no Emma are buying over the years ideas, including ideas.
That's all your performance, and they say was that tasting people.
Okay. Yes, MPP no na me no.
That was your performance.
Yes.
That looks so. Amalgamation. Adding.
Now you need a program for me. Now you need a whole program for me. So you've seen the trajectory. Ideas are always better than Obi or any rich in developing a nation.
Okay.
Ideas.
nipa bebra omoja sika ho Yeah, one my ideas and what Jimmy
so ideas. That's what I'm saying. When people say that Dr. Baumia has ideas to develop this country, one of the ideas is 7 days Ghana and this Abine where this Abine gold for reserve program, gold domestic gold purchase program, and on Emma, so started 2022 say to gold store Emma buy or more gold reserves no me that they are to they are ton anya 10 billion or 12 billion they are show economy ye into ideas. People should look at ideas and not somebody whose packet is heavy.
Me that say. All right. Mama come my call for you. We are na Peter be more 2 minutes.
Yeah, Peter who they call over.
What to me we ready to be at day. At day.
I thought you Peter na sere na papa can you Peter sere.
Ayo.
Peter besere va. Yo. Ese papa ni ti me ja sere.
Na de obi ade alaji ye wa ha ye ade papa. O kan wasema o man kan no age. Na onu mom ni bu afu hwada no o asema na me bekan. Me ameka masem me ne bu afu kra chen.
O be kan was be me bese me ka bi.
Na wasaje. O kan so se me. O papa ni tuufo. Papa na odi ye no. Ye no number. E ba hwe ne number na na me.
O mo number.
O so my dey.
Ye no number mama no. Na onu nkasa. O na ya o ma ye.
Match yenko 2 minutes.
Say ya de boni aka.
Alaji, o say we kokoro wa manage ya ma ni president.
Me dey say me ye nipa.
Wa kokoro nya dia ma ni president.
Me so men ka say o say men can say me was catching we are poor that be me I value everybody me we are poor we are here me yes sir me so men you say we say
Unipa ne say this video has made my day.
Okay,
if you don't talk again cry you are communicated to the people in terms of Safro Richard aka Shepherd the Sakura man Amanase.
Oh okay who
wenya nipa ho
come
na Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
Yo.
Okay.
Obewun pa che munum sko jawe.
I'll put on
Einstein. Yenim. A lot of people who have created nyama yenim wasase so ene yenam won so proponent of whatever. Adam Smith,
economist.
Yes. Do we know how much they left? We only know about their achievement. We are not saying say because we need money to also make things happen. It will be by no entrepreneur, no yet utility businesses like a
it's good.
Rockefeller. All of them they also played a role.
Yeah.
Trump,
ne papa.
Now someone said Trump or a German. Actually, new route. German. Migration. You know, it won't tell you American president, because you Americans.
I saw so
Obama, you know. Inti ye pamucha obi to me the idea for sana na large can. No idea be ideas maybe was Einstein my ken. Timeless. I don't know the two one. And the hoffe infinite, infinity. Generations upon generations by benefited. It is the way we place so much value on Ubi Sikeni against Ubia Onibin. I think as a nation, no wonder say now we have a lot of our young men. Ubi Koye Evan said fraud crowd. This will be to introduce you.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, my boyfriend does fraud.
Yes. I don't
career. Fraud your career. About then fraud in your career because we are gradually nurturing a culture. Say it's all about money.
You have to be rich.
It's all about money. And I saw for crowds so. I saw for so. I saw we be able to preaching. Yes, you want to how to be fishers of men, but not to use the wrong route and all of that. It is for me, Methuselah. Me ko campaign no be kan am you. But I Methuselah. Also nyingi pa wo sin obi a. So Bible an che no ye wa asase so.
The Bible child said in the age.
Maybe Bible commentary will provide
That is a whole topic for research.
Me campaign you na go be also oh Methuselah wa nya the Bible can't you yin. Ankwanoma aye we si nyumi. Lumba kan say me ye na metumi. Me me so. Nipa be pri ni din.
On be fe ni evento.
Iti ni din yo nyinche. Nti din aden na won so wo ya to ho awu ni wa de be kai o. Ayade ba ko ye kan ya o. Me ameti yi. Kan Japan ti eja. Isi en fi ni hweti de ho atew. Also we hear ni ameme kasa. Ye kasa mo hia fo mo so kasa. Now so you can never wipe off my name of the things I have done.
Never.
Uko me enye sika nemo kami tribute ope kuma tino yewe ono yewe ono ma we yewe ono ma we yewe
me wa hwehwe wa na say eh your mentor man
me so me di ambaye wo ho etie pa mo chawo let's place value on dan obi chi obuku kura ye fa value nto so yo I not want to be for students or two books. So papa ya can be chair number. No what? No crap. Papa ya so not for the book no sir. Well, it means that they don't place value on. But to be catching me say Mark. Baby I want to say two book when I'm sad. O say nyama na wa ye nyina nse wan two book ah. It's true. Yet we have people who look down on. What did be say sometimes uno be argument be. The only thing that can clear that out paper
record.
Paper. Let's not look down on academia. Me who say papa bi asimesi Satawale. Sana me my friend political Satawale. Or looking down on typho.
And about type.
They are gradually telling ya school say any value. Campaign wo yen nyina tie emma market na ebu amu nyina can be say hey doctor I'm telling you people who are knowledgeable with me market me who say mark me shanda so nimo the information I have on him is that mark they were being
or never me no trace credit trace name so wa ben ba ko bi ka ho yen de ben kan wa
abi they know they know
obi a me no kan ho asem bia no that is how they clear his name yet wakodi Satawale echi political
Peter Yanko
echi ono so say we need disruptor human nya yantu ngu
no bi anya school
no na bokan ya point man go school
omuko Ivy League schools Peter 1 minute
Japan okay e bring no be 100 days na echi ba be share the issues no
okay.
But the best start here, New Year message of President Mahama. A brain won't mean kind, but or say ye ni MPP Ghana and ye ni CPP Ghana and ye ni NDC Ghana. But that's more kind of me feel say President Oni and ye and ya no correct. Ye na him say President Mahama, unim say ye wo NDC Ghana, ne wo MPP Ghana, ne wo CPP Ghana. Sentisa anka obaye president workers can we know omedi. What you say? Enti yewo NDC Ghana, yewo PP Ghana. Hwe ora ya omo keka ho nsem bebrebe ni se ayi ne ade. Hwe si eni NDC Ghana, ne yewo MPP Ghana. President Mahama buy Unibank case 5.7 billion Ghana cedis. O say omo the 60% aba. Enu kra no last bi mabekan ejina statement will happen. And yes, you come to buy up front too.
Dabi.
A brain ho omu tuabi and at the akano ni properties no
access no
or they eba say and ko ma time 3 months na twam na ye 31st new year the ag who question him on those timeline or the man Dr. Dufo no atom ni ahwese those assets no abaya koton ana we will come to that after 31st.
Okay, me that's it.
Oh go on.
Oh, 30 seconds here. Time now.
Oh, yeah. We will come back. Say, me say, you back to.
Okay, Martin. And the disruptor na ababa ye de yina. And you know, I was.